Hello, everybody. Hi. We just released an Animatic, everyone. How we doing? Hello, hello. Fun times. Guys, I didn't think I was going to finish. I gotta be honest, that was a marathon to get that done. Hi, everybody. Man, I gotta scroll up so far to say hi to everyone. Hold up, let me say hi. Hiya, Marty. YouTube music, we love the music. Hello, Dylan. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Hi, Fernandos. Hi, Sam. You're here to migrate. Thank you so much for the follow, Sky Pie. Welcome, welcome. Also, everybody who hit the follow before we started streaming, welcome to all you guys. Hi, everybody. Hi, Sharkfin. Hiya, Viroa. That was hard to say. Hi, Aqua. Hi, Molly. Hi, Octo. Hi, Fire Queen. Hi, Katora. I'm kind of speeding past it because there's so many awesome peeps here. Hello, Lentos. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Cassia. Hiya, Reeb the Watcher. Welcome, welcome. Hiya, Spooksy. Hiya, Tulip Princess. Hiya, Koala. Good evening to you too. Hiya, Apira. And Mary Plays MC. Hello, hello. I don't know who I've said hi to yet already. I might say hi to some people twice. If I haven't said hi to you, make sure you type in chat hi so that I can say hi to you. Yeah. Hi, Amentrin Fernando's Heart Foundation scene had so much emotion. Yeah, that was so fun to draw. We'll go into it in a sec. Miss T-Rex UK, thank you so much for the follow. Mary's gonna cry. I'm sorry. Actually teared up. Thank you, guys. Miss Moore, you've subscribed with Prime. Thank you so much for the sub, my dude. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. So kind of you, my dude. Oh, man. If I've missed anyone, let me know. Hiya, Miss T-Rex UK, also back in chat. Coning, thank you so much for the sub for 23 months. Oh my gosh. Oh, for 24 months. We got the 2 years. Ah, I just smacked my light bulb. We got 2 years, my dude. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the continued support. Valerie Blaze, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Kat. Oh my gosh, hi everybody. There's so many people. Welcome everyone. Zim, yes, exactly. Welcome everyone. Yes, Viridian, it is out. Bubble Elephant Family, thank you so much for following. There's so many people. Hi, Elabelle. Thank you for the follow. I'm almost caught up, I think. I don't know. This is where I started talking, right? Oh, the turnaround was very, very big. Like I was talking on thing. Oh, Kawaitron, you cheered 10 bits. Thank you so much for doing that, my dude. I appreciate it. Won't be able to stay because you have a long road trip ahead of you. Ooh, and your headphones are nearly dead. Oh, that's sad to hear, my dude. But enjoy the road trip, my dude. And Alkama, thank you so much for following. Hey, everybody, have I missed anyone? Have I missed anyone? I'm going to try my best to keep up with chat. Hi, Palette. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Yes, you, Mira. Hi, Mira. Thank you so much for the follow if you followed. And welcome to chat. Hello, everybody. Queen Leah. Hi, everyone. Queen Leah, thank you so much for following. Hi, everybody. There's a lot happening. I'm going to say this thank you as much as I can. How do we like that? Eleanor Rigby is already hauntingly beautiful. Yeah, yeah. It is. I like the original, but I like this cover for this for like the storytelling a lot much more. Hi, Ivan. And I think it works really well. Poor Mumbo can't catch a break. No, he can't. Oh, by the way, guys, because I was editing this yesterday, and I was very busy yesterday to get this out, I haven't watched Wildlife yet, so don't give me any spoilers. I don't want to know. I don't know anything about yes. I don't know anything about the thing. It's just, you know. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. I'll watch it soon. The way Martin looked at Jimmy's chest. Yes, yes. So a big thing with this animatic, I wanted mourning. I wanted mourning to be a big thing in this animatic because there were 3 people who are very absent from this. Make a pin message asking for no wildlife spoilers. Oh, please do, Zen. That'd be great. Thank you. Thank you. Jimmy wins. Whoops, spoiled. No! Honestly, I wouldn't care if I got spoiled with that because then just seeing the process of Jimmy winning would be fantastic. You just got jump scared by Masterpiece. It was so good. Thank you, Drawlistics. We got a Drawlistics in chat. You all know Drawlistics, right? If you don't, go follow them on all the social medias. Drawlistics is fantastic. How did I choose a song for this? Like, it was so perfect, but never would have thought of it. So I knew this cover from the song, I knew this cover, and it was in my Animatic playlist for a while. And that's the whole thing. I really wanted to go into the loss, because in this Animatic, it's the first time where not all of the people playing in that live series will appear in the Animatic. But I wanted to make the loss feel so... yeah, I wanted people to feel the loss of those people, so that they are still in the Animatic, even if you don't visually see them. It's not Cody Fry. It's not the Cody Fry cover. The cover is by Adam Payne and Cinematic Pop. I know a lot of people were hypothesizing that it would be the Cody Fry cover, but it actually isn't. It's a different one. Yeah, no, it's a different one. It is from Cinematic Pop and Adam Payne, exactly. I'm doing my best to read chat messages. Call you Tiresias. If he does win, yes, Tar Doctor, that will be warranted as calling you a prophet for sure. Joel against the gravestone. Was it legible? So could you guys read what was on the gravestone? Because there's something written on the gravestone, or ukulele interlude of Eleanor Rigby. I don't know how to play Eleanor Rigby on the ukulele, I'm going to be honest, Dragon. You're going to throw me through a loop again like you did last stream. Like you guys did last stream. It was somewhat. So there's some fun things on that gravestone, and what we're going to do today is we're going to have a rewatch of the Animatic, go through all my thoughts, all my comments to it. This is kind of like the director's commentary. We do this after every Animatic is posted. And basically, I go through the Animatic. We watch through it together. It's kind of a reaction, kind of a behind the scenes, me explaining my process in the Animatic. And yeah, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do today. But yeah. Do you see a song of past romance, the sacrifice of man? Exactly. I see portrayal of betrayal. A loop. A loop could be fun. What are we talking, a musical interlude loop? Because there is a timer on that. Could you read all but the small text on the gravestone? Awesome. No, there it is! Mozzie got it. Lizzie, my wife. Nobody came to her slumber party. Exactly. That's what we wrote on there. Fun fact, that was the very first frame that I finished, and I finished that frame long before I finished Feed the Machine. How long do I listen to that song on repeat? That song not so much. So there wasn't actually a massive amount of planning that went into this Animatic. And I will say, I did cut it short. There was an entire extra verse and a chorus that would have come, or maybe even two choruses, that would have been additional to this Animatic, but I decided to cut it short, and I'll go into reasons in a bit on why I decided to cut it short and my thoughts on the project as a whole. But yes, that's why we kind of jump to Scar winning, and then the stained glass art is just kind of like a little bit whiplashy, I will say. But yes, the morning frames, yeah, I like my silhouettes. But I often feel like they're almost too simple sometimes. I mean, you need some simplicity in a drawing, right? You need the contrast of extremely detailed and then some simple frames. And you can do so much. Like look at the gem frame. It's just her stood on a mound, looking menacing. But yeah, that is the kind of. Yeah, I always get kind of bored when I look at those frames for too much. And I was like, okay, how can I pep this up and make people feel even more? And I was like, yeah, we're gonna add some animation in there. Why not? How goes the Katie praising? I think we go right. Enjoy your food, my dude. I have eaten chocolate and berries, so I am sugared up and ready to go. Managed to be dramatic without being too complicated or noisy. Yeah. I'm a person, the thing is, I'm a person, I love texture. And if you know my art, you know I love texture in everything that I do. Like, look at the background at the starting soon screen. The sail is textured, the background sky is textured. And it's one of those things where I did not add any texture to those frames. And I was struggling doing them, I gotta be honest. That was epic, thank you. They do bring out the drama of the silhouettes, yeah. Oh man, guys, this has been a journey. I want to say, I drew most of this back in summer. I was so close to finishing. If I'd had like one extra week of summer holidays, I'd have finished this back in September. So, staring down yesterday's pizza brownies, let's go, my dude. Hope me and others in chat and mods have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, Fatal Error. Thank you. How long did this project take me? I haven't done the maths yet, I'm going to be honest. I got about as far as, because I started counting it, basically I've been a bit behind on everything, like literally 10 minutes before the premiere I wrote the description on the video and I don't think I've finished yet. How do I have so much grinding energy? Good question, Dualistics. It's because I was on holiday and I wasn't spending my energy on uni or work at the time, so, you know. Part of the music feels a bit stilted, but that's on them. Yeah, I mean, it does, like, it goes in, it's quite insane how it goes from quiet to yeah, very, very much. Did not realize it was out. Go watch it. Yeah, if you haven't watched it yet, you're definitely going to get spoilers here. If you haven't watched it yet, for sure, quickly click off for a couple of minutes, go watch it. What's the red feather? So Grian was mourning 2 people. What 2 people of the 3 that died? What 2 people would Grian be mourning? You work on your essays, Sim. You enjoy my I wish you much productivity. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. So who did Grian mourn? Jimmy and Mumbo, yeah. So Jimmy is obviously the canary feather. And so the whole idea, right, with Mumbo, and this is where I got a bit lazy because I was like, I just want to get this finished and get this sharing with you guys, because if I hadn't done it this weekend, you wouldn't have gotten it before Christmas. And you probably wouldn't have gotten it for the first half of January because I'm moving out in January. So it was kind of like now or never. So basically, I had this idea of, obviously we needed the canary feather with Martin because he's mourning Jimmy, his other big dog, right? The tire on the fence. Yes, I'm so happy with the movement on that. But yeah, with Jimmy, we needed Martin to mourn Jimmy, and that's what you also see in like the first sequence of the verse. But I wanted like people obviously mourning the people that they're with and feeling their loneliness. So the first half is people mourning people. Yes, not people who like the mourning, but people who mourn, which works very well with with the way I explain with my accent. Let me just quickly poddle on over to YouTube so we can actually let me get off this starting soon screen because we started 15 minutes ago. Let's go to this screen so we can actually talk about what we can see for evening things. Yeah, it's up exactly. That was yep, that's how it works. Hi, Raindrop. Welcome, my dude. It's lovely to have you here. So. I wanted the first half of the intro especially to be, because there's 6 beats. The first half is, or more than half, is people actually mourning people who have left. And then after that, it's kind of people who are, it's 7 beats. 6 beats. 1, 2, it's 7. I can count. I promise I can count. So it's kind of... Yeah, Dragon, true. Green, who do you miss out of who's who? Yeah, if I'd have done a frame with Etho, he definitely would have, he definitely would have been mourning Mumbo. And Lizzie, but not Jimmy. Anyway. But then in the second half, it's people who are just generally lonely. Like Bigby talking to his sentient armor stands. You've got Scar, who was the villain of the series. And then you've got Lizzie. Wow, this is Lizzie, everybody. And Jem, who isn't necessarily lonely, but she's kind of, she has to kind of get away from her alliances because she's now got the boogie curse and now has a different goal to them, which is kind of a form of loneliness. So yeah, mourning and loneliness, very much so, big parts in this animatic. And it was really cool to actually have like a theme in mind while also telling the story, right? Because I was like, yeah, well, what's the central theme to this animatic? And every story should have a theme. And so that was kind of like my thoughts on this. But yeah, obviously Martin is mourning Jimmy, and we've got the canary feather kind of poddling around here. Obviously Joel will be mourning Lizzie, although he should probably also be mourning Mumbo because he's part of the same alliance. But I thought it'd be fun, or, well, fun. They're sad and it's fun, you know. The boogie curse is Lizzie possessing Jem, maybe. But yeah, I feel like I never felt like Joel was a big part of the Mounders. That's what they were called. He didn't feel like a massive part of them. So I thought it was more fitting to have B-Dubs and Pearl sat on Mumbo's fence, mourning Mumbo. Thank you, Ivy. We love angst. Love the cherry blossoms. Yeah. I tell you what, I went back and forth. This frame in particular was quite difficult because I went back and forth. It's fun watching our little life is in pain. Yes. I went back and forth on how many details I wanted to add here because I wanted this to feel like Lizzie's place. I wanted this area to feel like, yes, this is where Lizzie's, I mean, she wouldn't have there's no body to find kind of thing, right? But if she'd have a gravestone, it would be around her base. And so actually, Scar dug up her bones at some point. That was a whole thing. But I wanted this to feel like Lizzie's base, and there were obviously cherry blossoms and pumpkins and bees. And I wasn't too 100% sure if I wanted to add all these details. There were more details earlier on in this, and actually we could maybe look at some of the Procreate speed paints on some of these files. If you want me to do that on any of them, do let me know. But yes, sell his wife's spine to him. Yeah, exactly. Goodness me, Scar. So yeah, it was kind of like a playing of how simple do we keep it, because everything else is kind of two-toned or just like one tone and then the color of whatever's being shown. Same here, the red kind of pointing out of the blue background. Lonely says the theme, and it ends with Scar tragically realizing he's alone before realizing that means he's won. Yeah, exactly. And so yeah, and then it was a case of, well, I do kind of want green as well, because green didn't necessarily, if you had like the what were they, the roomies, the roommates, it was kind of first Cleo and Etho, and green kind of joined them, but he was also he also had a lot to do with Mumbo and Jimmy, and he was the one who like cried out in pain when they died. It was like, no, they've died. Oh yeah, Temporal Jester, I will absolutely do the speed paint of that frame, because that one took the longest by far, because there was a switch in my brain when I worked on that frame, because everything else was fairly simple, but that went, for some reason I hyper focused on putting all the details in that one. Yeah, it's extra fun and easy to fill it with angst. Exactly. We like loneliness. Well, not if it happens to us, but as an angst tool. So yeah, he mourned Jimmy and Mumbo. And fun fact, right? Thank you, Angel. Fun fact. When it came to animating the parts for this, because I knew I wanted something floating across for Mumbo and something floating across for what were the two frames that took me a couple months to finish? It was this frame and the Joel frame. So I finished this frame on Friday. No, Thursday. When did I stream? On Thursday. So it was just, I couldn't tell you why. It was just like the perspectives, and they weren't coming out how I wanted them to. Also, a frame that took me forever to do was, I need to peek behind my monitor because it's hiding my other monitor, was the burning of the heart foundation, and by extension then the frame after that. So everything apart from those 4 frames was done in September. And then it's just those 4 frames took forever. But yeah, that was that. Anyway, fun fact, I wanted there something to be floating around green that represented Mumbo, and something that represented Jimmy. And it was originally going to be a feather for Jimmy. Love Joel's shirt and that. Oh, you picked up on it. It was originally going to be a feather for Jimmy, because, you know, Jimmy and feathers, that's just the thing. But it was going to be like a poppy petal for Mumbo. We love Tango's hair for sure. It was going to be a poppy feather for Mumbo. A poppy feather, yeah. A poppy petal for Mumbo. Because I just see Mumbo, like his colour that you identify him with could be red. And I thought a poppy would work. I wanted a petal, because he's not the canary. Or is he? He's the coal miner. Because I actually decided on not doing a poppy petal when Mumbo was out first in Wildlife. And I know I said no spoilers, but that was a couple of weeks ago. Sorry if I spoiled anyone. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Okay, dann rede ich mal Deutsch für eine Minute und erkläre das weiter. Für eine Minute machen wir es. Speak German for 1 minute is what that one is. That's what that redemption is. Also, das heißt, ich hatte die Idee, dass ich vielleicht eine Mohnblüte für Mumbo benutzen würde. Aber ich dachte, also erstens, ich hatte keine Zeit dafür. Ich wollte unbedingt eigentlich dieses ganze Projekt fertig machen. Und also fiel mir die Zeit dann halt noch eine Blüte zu zeichnen und zu animieren. Ich hätte das rein theoretisch über die andere Feder machen können. Deutschminute, genau. Und ja, das hätte ich rein theoretisch machen können, hätte aber wirklich einfach nicht die Zeit dafür. Ah, danke, ich trinke schnell was. Ups. Also habe ich mich dafür entschieden, die Feder von der ersten... And that's the timer. And another hydrate. Oh, okay. And another hydrate. Timer going off. Are we trying a hydrate train? Really? Are we actually trying a hydrate train? In a chat like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That didn't work. So for anyone new here, if we get 10 hydrates in a row, and you guys are trying so hard, if we get 10 hydrates in a row, I have to chug my whole bottle. Did we get it? 1, 2... and it has to be on my screen. Things work out differently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Yeah, we got 10. Oh my gosh, that's so many. Oh my gosh, that's so many. We got it. We got it. Okay. Stop the hydrates. Stop the hydrates. I will chug my bottle. Make sure I'm nicely hydrated. That was nearly 20. But yes, that's how it works here. If we get 10 in a row without a chat message interruption. Okay, I will chug my water. Cheers, everyone. Hope you guys also hydrate with me. Give me a sec. There's a stretch buried in there. Okay, thanks, Ivan, for catching that. I would not have caught that. Oof, that was a full bottle. That was a full bottle. I hope that was worth it for you guys. Ha! I stretched. Oh my gosh. Absolute mad lad, Ivy. Yeah, for in a chat like this. Anyway. Oh, man. Yep, I'm fine. This is fine. And this is going to be me burping for the next half an hour and then going to the bathroom. So this is your fault. Anyway, I didn't really say a lot more on the German interlude. And I'll just repeat what I said. I was going to do a poppy... I'm burping, sorry guys. I was going to do a poppy... Blüte, I'm in the German, hold on. Petal, a poppy petal for Mumbo to represent Mumbo. But I ran out of time, basically. And so, you know what I did? This is all just one animation. So I drew the animation, hand-drawn this part for Jimmy in this first frame. Hand-drew that. And then I took that very same animation, flipped it so it comes in from this side. Same animation. And then I did the same with this feather, flipped it twice, so it comes in from the top and goes along here. And coloured it red. And that was actually surprisingly easy. That was all done on the editing software. Got fun chugs for the next 22 streams in a row. Okay. Ivan, you scare me. How about we have some ukulele interludes instead of the chugs? But yes, so I don't know if anyone picked up on that. I don't know if anyone noticed, hey, they move very similarly. They all have a little circle in there. And let me know if you picked up on that, because if you didn't, then I'm going to feel very, very smart. But if you did, then good for you. You are very, very smart. But it's basically just a way of me saving time. And I felt a bit lazy doing it, but then like after the fact, it was just kind of like, oh gosh, Ivan, you scare me. Please never turn evil. Thing is, I think Ivan already is evil, but knows their power. So they just laugh down on the world because there's with nothing we can do to stop him. Thought they were similar because it's 2 feathers in both. Yeah. We like our feathers here. It would have, like I said, and I was debating on maybe even making Jimmy's one like a yellow petal, maybe like a tulip. But yes, you just spent all your points. Oh, you absolute mad lad, starting that hydrate train. At least it was worth it. But yeah, that's kind of what I did with these guys. And then yeah, moving on. What was very fun. Oh, this was kind of fun because what I did was I kind of just wanted these guys to move around a bit and look all the creepies. Look just very creepy, kind of like it's following you. And I also kind of timed it to the singing. So like whenever someone's singing, they light up. So I wonder if we can hear that. So yeah, that was fun. We got another hydrate. I need to go refill my water bottle if we got another hydrate. I'm just going to quickly go and do that so I do have a hydratish, a full bottle again. We only do 1 hydrate train. The pumpkins are singing. Yep, that's what they are doing. We only have 1 hydrate train per stream, just so you know. But I'm going to quickly have my bottle refilled so that I'm prepared for the rest of the stream. Be right back. And I'm back. Back we are. How dare you be better at math than me? That is not fair. And so, with the rest of these, so I wanted to kind of like mix up... Oh, yeah, it did. This pinned message did disappear for me as well. Strange. Happy month, everyone. Happy month. Yes, it is Advent. It is Christmas time. Officially, Mariah Carey can come out and bless us all. Happy month. It is the first. In December, I love Christmas. I'm so excited for Christmas time. I have no time to enjoy the Christmas time, but yes. Hope you have a happy month yourself. Indeed. Indeed. This was the first day of Christmas present. Dudes, I have fantastic friends because I am moving out on the 2nd of January. We get the keys to our apartment on the 1st of January. We're moving out on the 2nd. And basically, some of my friends put together like an advent calendar for me and Simon. And it's basically household stuff. It's house stuff that we don't have because we're moving out for the first time. It's house stuff, but in like an advent calendar. So every day we get something else. So that was very sweet of them to do, bless them. I was all like I was very happy, and it made me very, very teary-eyed, and I was like, oh, it was so sweet of them to do that. Yeah. So I'm excited to open those little gifts and trinkets, and because maybe it's stuff that we didn't actually think that we needed, or we do need and we haven't got it yet, that kind of thing. Anyway. Yes. Back to the Animatic. I really enjoyed, because I wanted to do some different things, right? I wanted to do hand-drawn animation. I wanted to do animation in movement, like we have in the cherry blossoms here, and also in the light of the pumpkins here. Scar's flowers appear to be lilacs and poppies from Third Life, and a sunflower in the middle. Yeah, the sunflower is a reference to Secret Life, but it's exactly what they are. Lilacs, poppies. The poppies look a bit more like roses, I will say, but they are meant to be poppies from Third Life because that was his old shtick. All-purpose cleaning spray and microfiber cloth. Exactly. I got a candle today, and the thing is, we're moving into a really old building, so we're not actually allowed to have open flames, so no candles. But I explained this to my friends, and so they got us an LED candle, which is very sweet of them, because we can't put open flames, which means no fondue chinoise. We can't have fondue chinoise in our flat, which makes me sad. But that's okay. I guess Christmas meals will be at the parents' house. You're right, Mango! Right! But when the power goes out, yeah. No fondue. No fondue. Which is so sad for a Swiss person to say. So sad to say. But yes, we can still have raclette. We can still be our Swiss people with raclette, but sadly enough, Simon doesn't like cheese. So, you know. Always put so many little references and details in my animatics to previous seasons and alliances. Yeah, I like doing it as well. Yeah, raclette. We love raclette, right? You can be half Swiss at least. Oh, yeah. No cheese. No cheese. Oh, well. Actually, the only raclette set that I have needs candles. So, that's not happening. A Swiss person that doesn't like cheese. I know, right? Zemon's strange in that sense. Echo, yes! The Animatic! The Animatic. Thank you, my dude. Thank you. Anyway, back to Animatic. Yes, there are exciting things in the future moving out and everything, but back to where we were. Projects that we have worked on, finished and posted and shared with you guys. I'm so happy that the Animatic's out. But what I also wanted to include was some movement. So like about a year ago, I did the movements for the starting soon screen, the be right back screen, and the ending screen. Hiya, Storm. Hello, hello. 23 months, my dude, of subbage. We've almost got a 2-year again. Thank you so much. Welcome to chat, my dude. I appreciate all the support. But yeah, I had I kind of dabbled with this program called what's it called? Anime Effects. And I really, really enjoyed playing around with it, especially when like comes to moving the hair and just generally fun stuff like that. And I really wanted to have more of a dabble with that. Yeah, Storm's here, let's go. Really wanted to have a dabble with that in this. And so, having not used the program in about 1.5 years, I had to look up a tutorial again on how it works. But that's what I did with Scar's flowers here, because I was kind of like wondering, well, what do we have? I didn't want to hand animate the flowers, but I did kind of want to move them a bit. And I really like how that turned out. Maybe it's a bit too much moving considering nothing else is moving. Like maybe could have had Scar's hair moving as well, but I'm learning. I'm learning how to use this program to do dastardly things. Anyway, emotionally hurt everybody. With the angst potential of animations, I'm just getting more powerful. And then I did the same with Gem's hair here. And so I really wanted, like, as simple as this frame is, I wanted a lot of movement. And I wanted her to tower over you. Called leveling up. Yeah, exactly. And so I really wanted her hair to kind of, like, move in the wind. Like, she's, like, right above you. And look at her eyes as well. It's very subtle. But look at the way, because her eyes move to look at you, to look at the camera. It's very subtle, but I'm very happy with how I managed to kind of edit that to come out. The angst has increased by 200%. We can't take much more of this. Captain, we will capsize with this angst. Our fleet will fail. Am I a captain? Am I the captain of the Everin? Peeps, I just realized I've dropped water on my shoe. I've bought dance shoes recently and I'm just wearing them in around the house. And it makes me very happy. They're very pretty. So yeah, I wanted a lot of movement, especially in the hair. But look at Gem's eyes. Captain, my captain. Is that an epic reference? It for sure is Blueberry. Blueberry. It for sure is Storm. Absolutely. I've got the brain rots. I hope you all do too. I could be considered the captain. Yes. My Minecraft character has always had stuff to do with, like, I called her my sailor girl, literally, as in, like, because Katie Rowe was me, And when I was talking about my Minecraft character, I was talking about Sailor Girl, literally, because I was playing with a friend a lot, and it was my best friend back then. We'd play Minecraft together, and she was Ender Queen, so Ender Queen, and I was Sailor Girl. It just kind of worked out. Ender Queen, Sailor Girl. That was actually her username, by the way. Why would you let the animatics move when ruthlessness is mercy? All I hear are screams every time I press upload. Yeah, that's how it works. Hiya, Inflammorinotaurus. Welcome, welcome, my dude. Thank you so much for the follow. I've lost track of my thoughts. Yes. Anyway, so I had Gem's hair move, but look at her eyes. Look at Gem's eyes. It's far more subtle movement, but I'm really happy with how it turned out because they kind of shift to look towards the camera ever so slightly, and I think it's very ominous, and it's blink and you miss it kind of thing. So let's see. Only animatics. Do you catch it? It's hard to see with everything else going on, and understandable if you don't, because it was far more visible when I didn't have her kind of like zooming out and moving. It is very subtle, yes. You blinked, Drawlistics, dang it. Hey, I've been meaning to follow Twitch for ages, keep forgetting, and two popped in my Rex. Awesome, my dude. Hello. Welcome. YouTube for just screaming subscribe button. Sure. Let's try that again. Let's watch it again. So don't blink. Follow Gem's eyes. So, and that's what I've been doing a lot actually with this animatic, is trying to ever so subtly add depth. You're busy making epic references. That's a good use of your time though. You saw it. I've really been enjoying. There's two functions of because the editing program that I use, DaVinci Resolve, has like multiple different ways that you can move the image, and that's how I do my animations. I move the image in the editing program. And so what I've always really done is kind of like just move from left to right, up to down, zoom in, zoom out. And I've more recently been playing around with rotating, with different rotation angles, but also there's these two functions called pitch and yaw. And what they do is kind of like, if you had like two sheets of paper, imagine you have two sheets of paper that the different layers are on. If you keep one straight, but you kind of tilt one to the left or right or up or down. Yeah, DaVinci Resolve does kind of make my computer implode as well, especially if I have like 8 moving layers of stuff, which has happened. DaVinci Resolve. Free to use, professional grade. I recommend it to anyone who wants to edit anything. It's so good. But basically, you have like these different, you can tilt the image and you can add so much depth to a 2D image. And I did that so much in this animatic. And yeah, the problem is I did it so much more than I had to in the end, because every time that the tilt and the yaw would pass over the point where it started, so it's like an angle that it tilts, and if it passed 0 degrees, which is where you start out with, it kind of got jittery, and that didn't work. It kind of broke up the flow. So what I had to do is I had to reduce the amount of pitch and yaw that I used. So one side moves away and the other gets zoomed in. Exactly, Marty. That's exactly how it works. And so yeah, I did that a lot with this one, and I think it adds so much depth to a 2D image. It makes you feel like the camera is moving around the person. So you can maybe see it here with Martin. He's kind of moving towards the camera, but the camera kind of almost looks like it's going around the cliffside. I hope that's visible. I had to kind of narrow it down on how much I used it, and I might have to figure out some different DaVinci Resolve settings to make it work, because I think it's a really cool function. I like the effect, yeah, and I've been playing a lot more with it. Oh, I think a very visible part very visible moment where this pitch and yaw is very visible is this point with Joel. Just look how the tilt of the different layers. So Joel tilts away, so does the kind of landscape a bit, and then the zombies tilt towards you because they're coming towards you. It's lots of movement going on, and even though they are just still frames, and just like layers of characters that are moving, there's so much life to it. Pitch, yaw, and angst, the fundamentals of animation. Yep. So I used a lot of it in Feed the Machine, but I used it even more here, and I think I used it more tactfully here. Yeah. So people who see, I drew this back when Secret Life came out, and I decided that Joel was gonna have his hoodie on, his Life series hoodie. That's kind of game breaking. It's kind of the fourth wall breaking. So I decided instead of having Life on his hoodie, I'd just make an Everin logo. And I've been sat on this logo for over a year. For a good year and like 3 or 4 months. And so I could now use it. So that's fun. Love that. And my headcanon is, funnily enough, I made this logo to put on Joel's hoodie for Feed the Machine. So it was already ready to put on Joel's hoodie for Feed the Machine. But no, it wasn't. That's the thing, Sim. Every time Joel was visible, in fact, we could actually quickly just watch Feed the Machine. We could just quickly scroll through Feed the Machine and like see every Joel frame. Oh, we're gonna have ads, aren't we? Hold on, be right back. The ad blocker is really acting up recently. Where either takes forever to load, or the ad blocker doesn't work, and me. Yeah, it's skipped the first ad, but it didn't skip the second ad. Oh. Stuff knows that I'm looking for a new laptop. Because I've just gotten a Black Friday laptop deal. Boop. Right. So let's have a look for Joel frames. There's one. And that spells out Everin. But add by Everin subscription. Exactly. But it's just covered up by the thing. Also, when we have him up here, you see his back. And so there's that. Let's see. I don't think there's much Joel in this animatic, I gotta say. From here, it's too far away to really be right, to really plonk the logo on that. It's a wanted. Yeah, the wanted poster is also one, but he's blocking his arm there as well. So I think that'll be coming up here soon. Somewhere. Oh, there it is. So you see at the end there of Everend? So it is there. Didn't I have it on his arm for once? Don't think I did. But yeah, this is like only blink and you miss it or don't look properly, and there it is. Yeah, his arm just blocks it. It was always there. Wait, the Everend logo was on Joel's hoodie all along? Always has been. Is that how it goes? Is that how the meme goes? But yeah, there it was. There it is. But just funnily enough, and I didn't plan for this to happen. I didn't plan for Joel to just not, the thing never to be visible on Joel. It just happened like that. It wasn't the idea. So basically, when it came to drawing for Eleanor Rigby, I was like, I am absolutely, because even here, like, he's got his back to the gravestone. But like, I'm absolutely including this frame, and that's why I was so adamant on not changing the posing of the frame, not doing anything else with this frame. We're gone. Bye-bye. Oh, for goodness sake. It's such a short frame, but just so that it's there, front and center. So I didn't do it for nothing. I do have it, like, in the logo here. But just to, you know, chuck that in there, why not? We finally see it. Yeah, exactly. It's always cool when you see, like, details on the initial watch, but it's also cool when you see details on, like, multiple watches. And that always makes me happy when people, like, find out little details. Yeah. But, oh man, I really enjoyed getting into, like, the animation software that. Excuse me. Oh. Oh, I'm allergic to the software apparently. But Anime Effects is pretty good. It's free as well. I use free software most of the time. But especially if I'm like trying stuff out, because I don't know much about this, but there are some pretty good tutorials online. It's a pretty ancient looking program. I don't know why I'm suddenly so sneezy. It's a pretty ancient looking program, but it works well. It works alright. The live series coming to your Netflix by Everin. Why not? Hold on, guys. I'm just gonna make sure that just quickly need to blow my nose off something. Be right back. Well, welcome, Dullahan. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. It's lovely to have you here. I would for sure need a team for a for a thingamajigger Netflix show, but I'm guessing they'd give a budget. We're seeing some Blender animation in the next one. Oh, Drawlistics, if you want to give me a tutorial on I'm so intimidated by Blender, and I don't think I have the time to learn Blender. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah. Sander, thank you so much for the follow. It's lovely to have you here, my dude. You know, being sneezy is like, I don't know what came across me. It's just, I don't have allergies or anything. It's just like, right, now we decide to sneeze. Because why not? Usually it's just 3 sneezes and it's done, but that one was a bit longer. Might see full on traditional animation in the next one. What do you count as traditional animation? Like, because it could be like the paper like flip book animation, or if it's frame by frame animation. I've done that. I've done. I mean, the canary feather moving, the hand and the scroll moving in Feed the Machine. But I think that's the cool thing with these is that I can just keep improving my craft, and just with everyone kind of learn a new thing. If I ever learn it, don't hesitate to bombard you with questions. We'll do Drawlistics. Thanks. Thank you. If I ever have like, oh gosh, I just don't have any time for anything. It's one of those things I'd love to learn if I had unlimited time. But yes. Now we need to get something in live action. Oh my gosh. You sent me a DM? Okay, do that, Zim. I'll answer after stream. But yeah. Do it. Love action. Yes, because love is such a central point to the life series. Lego animated style. Oh, there's people that do that far better than I ever could. Clay animation. Oh, gosh, that is so difficult. I like my digital medium. I also really do enjoy traditional painting and traditional drawing. And in the new year, with my new setup in my new place, oh, good fun. Paper puppets. There are also people that do fantastic paper puppet stuff. I'm just trying to think of their name, but there was this fantastic paper animation. I'm sure you guys saw it. Can't remember the name anymore. Sock puppet. Sock puppets! Sock puppet. Yes. Next animatic is going to be sock puppets. Origami style. There's some really cool stuff out there. And it's one of those things, like, if I had unlimited time, I would try them all. Gruff, that's it, Gruff. Oh, so good. If I would try all the crafts if I had the time. And there are so many crafts that I really, really adore. And just don't have the time for. And it's a shame. But next Soodle stream, Sock Puppet Life members. Zim, you're here for the next stream. Zim says, you are visiting my place. You are coming to Switzerland. You're here for the next stream. You want to make sock puppets? I mean, oh, that would be so cursed. Identify what mod controls what sock puppet. Just take the whole Joe Hill's headcanon, absolutely. Well, we are doing karaoke, but maybe I joked him. I don't think I have the setup for that. By the way, yeah, guys, we're doing a karaoke stream. Yes, yes. So and we're gonna try and do it with ukulele, but I'll say it's probably gonna be Wednesday or Thursday. Probably more likely Thursday or Sunday or in a week. I don't know. We'll figure it out because we also are doing stuff. But I have never played the ukulele with someone else singing before, and I'm very self-taught on the ukulele, so I think I need to just get back into the ukulele playing and we'll figure it out. But yes, I think Zoom controls Martin at the very least. You mean like actually in the live series? Gosh. Honestly, with my skill in anything, I'd probably be controlling people like Jimmy and Mumbo. We can practice beforehand. Yeah, sounds like fun. Sounds like fun. Makes sense in my head, I promise. It'll work. Yeah. What's that? That's intimidating, yeah. Anyway, I do like to just kind of hone my craft on every single animatic that comes out and try new things. With every animatic, there's something that I want to focus on to improve on. I gotta be honest, because I was working on this animatic like immediately after I finished Feed the Machine, I didn't really have a specific thought on this animatic. It was just a case of like, this was also done very quickly, but then I had no more time to work on it. So it was just a case of just draw it, just do it, see what we can do. Maybe the problem is that I was controlling Jimmy and Mumbo. It's too much to notice. Now I can focus on just Jimmy. Yes. Maybe I got mixed up, and that's why Jimmy didn't die first, because I got mixed up in my controllers. Is this where we find out that I'm the reason for the canary curse? Wow. Are we the watchers then? Are we the watchers kind of doing yeah. Left hand, right hand, what's the difference? Who knows, yeah, right? Finally gotten a bit more into drawing, started drawing bodies and heads. But ice you still cannot do. Oh yeah, especially like the second eye is difficult. What you can do, if you really struggle with it, you can just keep it very simple. Just like little dots, because that can add to an art style. It does depend on what your style is. And you'll develop that the more you draw. Don't try and force it, it'll come naturally. I mean, the watchers are just the viewers. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, we are all the watchers. We are the watchers. After stream, I'm finding a sock. Oh gosh, can someone please quote Dragon in the Everyone Discord? I want that to be quoted. It's a big world. Anyone is a watcher. Yes. That's also begs the question, because after the live series people die and are out of the series, I'm assuming they watch the other people's perspectives. So do they become watchers when they die? Begs the question. But yeah. I really enjoyed this animation. This done quoting. Thank you, Mango. Very, very fun software. Very easy to learn. You just get a stick figure, add some bones to it, and you get it. Mango beat you to it. Mango, be quick. And yeah, you kind of like, basically it's just a case like, right, boning up here, and also like have like an animation rig through Gem's hair. I feel like I kind of overdid it in the movement, especially on Gem's hair. But I needed it to be dramatic, so, you know, we figured it out. What software? This is anime effects that I used to do the movement in the hair. It's the same program that I've used to do all of the animations in these sequences. Although the cat tails and whiskers and ears, they are all hand drawn and done in DaVinci Resolve. But everything else is anime effects. That's how that works. Boop. You enjoyed dinner, Mango? Stream ending? No, stream's not ending. It's all good. It's all good. I was just showing the screens. Adaxton, thank you so much for the follow. It's lovely to have you here, my dude. You quoted Katie? What did I say? Or every time I finish stream, I scroll through the quotes channel on the Discord and I'm just kind of like, what? Makes her have a life of its own, gives it an uncanny valley feel. Makes it feel even more creepy. Yeah, exactly. I wanted to add some real drama to this because it's really, you've got a slow build up through the different starts. Got a slow build up through everything, and then suddenly it's just bam. I look at all the lonely people. Hiya, Ada. Welcome, my dude. Welcome to chat. Windy Hill for sure. Do they become watchers when they die? Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, loneliness and loss being a big thing. And funnily enough, like look at the intro. It's like over a third of the whole animatic actually. To be fair, like I said, after the Heart Foundation scene, there was going to be like a whole other third of the animatic that we would have continued, but yeah. Flower movement was a bit too fast. Jim hair was the right amount, but want natural, as natural a wave. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm figuring out how it works. We'll get there. And it was a case of I'm not putting too much pressure on myself anymore because and I'll talk about this later. I put a lot of pressure on these like high budget animatics. And I just decided, you know what? Even if people don't like it as much as the previous animatic, I'm still learning. I'm still telling stories, I'm still improving my craft, and I'm still enjoying doing it, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And that was kind of like my whole thought when coming into editing this, because I finished drawing on Thursday, and then I streamed Thursday evening. And I basically sat there going, because that Thursday evening on stream is when I confirmed that we are releasing this animatic. Because up until that point, I hadn't actually confirmed that I was sharing this animatic. Because I didn't want to make false promises, right? And that was the issue that I did. That was the big mistake that I did before Secret Life started, is saying, oh, I'm definitely going to do an animatic to Secret Life. Hiya, Phoenix. Hello, my dude. I'm definitely going to do an animatic to Secret Life. And so I didn't want to promise doing a second animatic to Secret Life because I didn't know if I'd be able to finish the project, if I'd be motivated enough to do so. So I didn't tell anyone. And then I started telling people. And I started telling more people. And then I just officially said on Thursday this week, yes, I am uploading this animatic. And then I just kind of like did the mental math. And I was like, well, okay, so Monday evening, I don't have time. Tuesday evening, I also don't have time. From Wednesday onwards, Zim's around. And when Zim moves on to the next destination, is exam phase for me. So that'll have me done until the 20th of December, where I can't work on anything creative because exams. So 20th of December, then it's just before Christmas, and from the 20th to the end of December, we're working on furniture, and then we're moving out, and then basically, yeah, I basically... Sim can't talk, I'm drawing. Exactly. So I decided, because I'd finished the drawing then, I just had to edit. I decided I am editing... I'm doing it. I'm finishing it. I'm finishing it by this weekend. And just when I got into that mindset, that was all I was doing. Like the fact that I had actual animation in this one. You don't think there was frame by frame animation in others? There was. Amen. There was frame by frame in this one. This is frame by frame, with a little bit of movement there to support it, but there is no movement in this one. This is just frame by frame animation. So yeah, there was some of that in this one. It was quick, but yes. Oh, you meant in other animatics? Frame by frame, there was frame by frame animation Feed the Machine. There was frame by frame animation in Battle Cry. And that's it. I don't think I did any others. Bye, Pea Shooter. Have a wonderful rest of your day. In fact, Feed the Machine had a bunch. Feed the Machine had the most that I've ever done. I don't think I'm ever going to do that much in an animatic again, because that ruined me. That was an entire weekend of work, and like I say, an entire weekend of work, an entire weekend of 12-hour plus days. So yeah. All right, Storm. Have a wonderful rest of your day, my dude. Thanks for hanging out. Twitch is not happy with you. What was frame by frame in Battle Cry? It was Martin at the end, breathing in and out, going, and then smack, 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 smack the stained glass windows at the end. That was frame by frame, but it's like only 2 frames that swap back and forth, so I don't know if you can necessarily count that. But that was my kind of dabble into that kind of realm. I'm just trying to think. I think I had something similar where... Because I remember struggling with it in the past and then being not really happy with the end result, but I included it anyway. I kept it in anyway. I can't remember what that... I've done it in the past and I can't remember what it was. Oh well. I don't know. Yes, Mumbo is the red feather. We like our feathers here. My brother be gaming noisily. Yeah, I can't remember what I was talking about. What was I talking about? I can't remember. I'm gone. I interrupted a point to talk about the animation and stuff. What was the point? I can't remember. My gosh. We could just move on talking about animatic points. I look at all the lonely people. Do I have any advice for anyone who wants to do animatics? Do it to a song you really, really, really like, but also one that you're okay with not liking after you've finished it. Because most of the songs that I do animatics to are songs that no longer exist on my day-to-day playlist. The exception to that is Youth, because I did that animatic in 8 days. That wasn't a very long one. Little Lion Man, because that was also a very quick animatic, and Battle Cry, because Battle Cry is such a bop. But all the other songs, even Running Up That Hill, no longer on my playlist. Feed the Machine as well, I'm sick of it. Although it's one of those things, I do still like the song, but I can't listen to it on a day-to-day anymore because I listen to it so much. What's the point about pressuring myself? Yeah, exactly. Battle Cry is a bop. Yeah, pressure, exactly, that's the point. And I just kind of wanted to get it done. I wanted to get this animatic finished and share it with you guys, because it was a case of, well, either I really clean it and like do separate animations for Mumbo and Jimmy's feather and maybe include some other frames, because this was another moment. I actually, instead of this frame, wanted to include a frame of of Scar killing someone, because he went on a murder rampage, and that would then lead far better into this scene here. And this was a frame we did on stream where I was like, hey, I think the whole subject was, I'm gonna draw moments from Secret Life that didn't make it into the Feed the Machine animatic. What moments should I draw? This was one of those moments. And I kept the emojis on that just for a little bit of fun as well as the memories. Because for those who were there in the stream, you know what these emojis are and why they're there. And I mean, I guess you can also guess if you didn't watch it, it's a bird, the canary, and the ghost, which is Green's task, because Jimmy, the canary, is talking to him as a ghost throughout the session. That's what that was. But chronologically, also, it does not fit here. So there was going to be another frame here of either Scar killing Tango, and I still really like this idea, because I love the way that Scar killed Tango, because it's very reminiscent of The Lion King, because the way Scar, not Good Times with Scar, but Scar from The Lion King kills Mufasa, kind of throwing him off a ledge. So that's very similar. Scar threw Tango off the globe. And I wanted literally just to copy a Lion King frame, or very heavily reference, and have Scar looking very... thought it was goldfish? No. It's a canary. Having Scar look very evil, because, that was kind of that's the whole narrative that I didn't really go into in this animatic. Scar is Scar in this. Yes, exactly. If anyone's confused, Scar is Scar, and Tango is Mufasa. Musical interlude? Sprechen Sie Deutsch. Why did I read musical interlude? Sprechen Sie Deutsch. Also rede ich Deutsch. 2 Sekunden. Impelled. Hey, Impelled. Hey, Katie, ich habe Eleanor Rigby wirklich genossen. Wie ist der Stream? Der Stream läuft super. Ich habe Freude. So weit, so gut. Gosh, wir sind schon eine Stunde dran. Meine Güte, das ist jetzt sehr schnell vorbeigerannt, die Zeit. Aber ja, genau, ich wollte halt einen anderen Bild in diesem Moment haben. Aber ich habe beschlossen, dass ich ja, einfach nicht die Zeit habe, um noch ein Bild zu zeichnen und das hinzufügen. Vor allem die Bilder, die ich im Kopf hatte, entweder wo Scar Tango umbringt oder wo Scar Cleo umbringt, ist auch ein dramatisches gewesen. Oder halt auch einfach, wo er Pearl umbringt, also das Letzte, oder? Und ja, das war halt die Frage, was ich da einfügen sollte. Und es wäre eine dramatische Szene gewesen und ich hatte die Zeit einfach nicht, um das zu zeichnen. In dem Fall. I'm just watching the timer go down to 0. You have no idea what I was saying. Why did you redeem that? I don't know. But I will repeat what I said because we have a lot of people in here that don't understand German and that's a bit unfair. So yeah, in this frame here, I drew this on stream. Wasn't actually planning to include this in the animatic. But instead, in this moment, I was going to have either Scar killing Tango, or Scar killing Cleo, Scar killing Pearl, all of those really dramatic madman murders of Scar. And you live near German? You live near Germany? As a Dutch person, you feel like German sounds like some kind of extreme dialect. Yeah, I see that. I see that with when I hear Dutch, when I hear someone speak Dutch myself. But to be fair, it kind of is, yeah. I feel like if Koning and I were to try and converse in anything that isn't English, it could maybe kind of work, and that would be a very funny conversation to have. We should do that one day, Koning. Anyway, yeah, I was gonna have a different frame here. Deutsch, Dutch, they even sound the same. Yeah, a lot of people get very confused when it's sprechen Sie Deutsch. When it's sprechen Sie Deutsch, people think I'm speaking Dutch. But Deutsch is actually German in German. So yes. Go all the way out east in Netherlands and the local dialect becomes basically German from across the border. Oh, interesting. You'd be surprised how much German you understand. I think I'd have to listen to someone speaking a lot of Swedish, but I can kind of pick up on single words for sure. But yeah, they're all Germanic, Nordic languages. But yeah, Germany equals Deutschland helps you get that. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hydrate. I will hydrate. Boop. Not Swiss German? Oh, that's interesting, Coding, because the fact that I know Swiss German is what really helps me understand Dutch better, I feel like. Maybe it's just because I've become more flexible in the type of German that I understand. It could be very botched German, and it's be like very, very weird dialect and accent. I'm just sat here going, what? And that's why maybe I can understand Dutch a bit better, because I've been exposed to that. Hiya, Chad Autry. Welcome, my dude. It's lovely to have you here. I've hydrated, thank you. Beep. Right. Yeah, I was gonna have not this frame here, but I was gonna have a dramatic death scene of Tango or Cleo where he's like, I'm sorry, Mom, because that hurt so bad. Or even Etho, where he's like chasing him like prey, because Etho's going like, I'm going home to die, and Scar's like, oh, he's like a wounded animal, and still kills him. So yeah, Scar, the absolute menace. I wanted to have a scene like that where he's killing someone. And then English, French, and German had a confused child. Yes, that is, yep. Let's put you out. Let's put him out of his misery. Exactly. But yeah. Problem is that Dutch German and Swiss German are all from 3 branches of the old Dramatic, them being middle, lower, and upper respectively. Oh, I didn't even know that. Interesting. But yeah, time ran out to do that frame because it would have been a fairly complicated frame. It's not as easy as just a simple, oh, I'm going to quickly spend an hour drawing Scott stood looking sad, because I can get a frame like this out very quickly. In fact, funnily enough, the frames from start to Scott, yeah, actually, all done in a week. All the half of the animatic done in a week. Yep, so you know. I know that French was English's high school fling, not the parent. Okay. Thank you, Electra. Thank you. Not a hell of a relationship. We love etymology here. Is it etymology? Is that the word for history of languages? But yeah, over half the animatic was done in a week. And it was really sweet, actually, the story of where I was. Did I even sleep? How can I draw so much in a week? So the thing is, right? Linguistics. Okay. But like history of linguistics is something different, right? It's because basically I decided I went to my nana's for a week. And I do that every year. I spend a week at hers every year. And funnily enough, there was another animatic that was done mainly while I was at my nana's. And that was Who Are You Really? Oh, thank you, Electra. I was correct with etymology. Nice. Big fancy words, working brain. But I did most of Who Are You Really at my nan's. And that was really special as well because I really treasure my time there. And it's just a little bit of who are you really? I don't know, Dragon. That's a very deep question. I treasure my moments at my nan's because it's a time away from the rest of the world where I can just do whatever I want without the pressures of society on me. For just a short amount of time, I do cross stitch, I help her in the garden, we cook together, and we just enjoy time. And so I did most of Who Are You Really at hers because it's just a case like there's no other people asking me to do anything or expecting stuff from me. And so I can just unhinged draw. I'm let loose. There's nothing else in my life that... And I don't have to draw. That's another thing. It's like, I don't have to if I don't fancy it. If my iPad has run out of charge, then I go and do cross-stitch in the winter garden. Lovely. So, that is kind of like... It's very special to do art at my nan's. And that's how, in 1 week, I could do so much. That is such a good feeling, absolutely. That's how I could do so much in 1 week. And I hadn't even planned. It was literally, I released Feed the Machine. And like 3 days later, I traveled to my nan's. And then this happened. I wasn't actually planning on doing a part 2. I said in Feed the Machine, like, look, this was originally going to be 2 parts, but I don't think I'm going to do part 2. And then I did this in a week. And then I was kind of like, well, kind of now I have to finish it, don't I? Don't get bored at easily creatively if you do so much at once. No, I don't really. It's just a case of like, I think that's how I was able to do so many animatics in my gap year. I love doing it. That's the thing. I really, really love doing it. And if I have a plan and if I know what I'm doing, then it works. And sometimes it just flows. It is a good feeling, like Drawalistic said. It's a really good feeling. Oh, you want to watch the animatic with music and all? Sure. I'll finish my point, Lucas, and then we can watch the whole animatic if we don't. Yeah. I hope we're not discussing wildlife spoilers art omelette. I hope you're referencing Secret Life because, oh my gosh, I don't want to know if Jimmy dies. Yeah, exactly. I said I wasn't going to do one. I didn't want, like, the whole expectations to be yeah, to be on my shoulders. No, don't give me spoilers, guys. I haven't watched Wildlife yet. This is the whole thing. I haven't... Secret Life you were referencing. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh yeah, of course, in the Boogie episode. My gosh. Absolutely. No, I have... The thing is, by editing and finishing this animatic, I haven't watched Wildlife yet. And I know, Sander, I'm not going to do a Wildlife animatic, and I'm going to talk about that later. Have I watched none of the Wildlife episodes? I've watched, like, up until this week. I haven't watched anything from Saturday, but I've watched all the sessions before that. I've loved Wildlife, by the way. I've really been enjoying it. And I'll go into that later as well. And so, yeah, I have watched all the sessions up till yesterday. Because yesterday I didn't have the chance because I was working on this animatic to finish it. Worth Girl, thank you so much for the follow. It's lovely to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Do I watch everyone's POV? Not in Wildlife. I used to when I was doing animatics to them. Have all the sessions and all POVs and playlists. That's a good idea. That's a good idea to organize it like that. And hiya, Pixel. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. And so, I said to Lucas there was a point I'm going to finish. What point am I going to finish? No, I don't get burnt out if I work on something like that intensely, because if I have an idea, and I think the hardest part of making animatic is planning it out. And once you have all the plan, Katie dies. Oh, everyone dies in episode 7. Oh, shame. If you have a plan and if you know what you're doing, and that's why I would recommend, there was also a question of how I do animatics and what I'd recommend to people who want to get into animatics. Firstly, like I said, to do it to a song that you like, but also plan out the entire thing, or as far as you think you can go, because that's what I did with this one. I planned out the part that I did and thought, right, that is a sound animatic, and if I want to continue, if I'm motivated to continue and do more, then I can. But it finishes nicely here. Well, that's kind of nicely. But if you have a plan, if you know what you're doing, if you have like, and I don't even do like composition sketches. Thank you, I will hydrate. I don't even do composition sketches necessarily. I write down under the lyrics of, oh dear, I've just spilt water all over myself. In fact, I tell you what, I can show you guys this. I can show you guys what we have here. Wait, the Watchers are in session something of wild. How many sessions have we got of wildlife? Is it session 6? Right. Let me just not dox myself. That would be perfect. Just opening some documents here, because I can show you my notes on Eleanor Rigby. And you can kind of see like how well it was planned out at the start. So we can see the iPad. Hello, we can see the iPad. So this is how I plan out all animatics. Is I kind of like have the lyrics pasted into a document, and then I write down next to it or underneath the lines. Sometimes I didn't do it this time. What is happening in that moment. So then I kind of have like a base idea of how the animatic is going to flow. And then I'm also not, if I'm drawing like, because I used to draw like little composition sketches, little tiny thumbnail sketches, maybe like 1 inch by 1 inch. And that would really limit me, because then I'd limit myself to that composition, because I've already got that composition written down, and it's difficult to kind of change that or like in your thoughts on how you want the animatic to change that if you've already written it down. So it's a case of just writing down what you want to happen, and then you can just kind of like bit by bit do really messy stick figure sketches. Like some of my sketches are literally just stick figures, and I've shown them in like my progresses on the Ever and Discord every now and again. You guys over there know what I'm talking about. Sometimes literally stick figures. So I can have a composition, and I don't have empty page syndrome. And once I have that, like the composition sketches and the flow of the animatic and notes, then I find it very easy to actually get into drawing. And then it's just kind of like a switch off, relaxing, like coloring pages. It's relaxing. Some frames are very challenging. Like I said, this frame here was a big challenge. This frame was a big challenge to me, and so was this one. Some of them are a lot more challenging and require a lot more brain work, but sometimes it just flows so well, and I can just draw and draw and draw and draw and draw, and it's good. It's good. So now that point has been made, should we actually, because I didn't know if people wanted us to look through the animatic with audio and watch it again, because I guess some of you might have just watched it once and then come to the stream. Should we watch it again? Should we go through again? I'll tell you what, before we do that, I threatened that this was coming because you guys made me chug my entire bottle. I quickly need to take a bathroom break. I will be right back. I'm back. Hello, hello. Righty-ho. Yeah, the drafts were for the Animatic. And I do use GoodNotes. But like a piece of paper also works. Just doing some, just writing on a piece of paper, and that's how I used to do it. And I really liked that like physical connection. I'm just trying to think, when did I stop doing that? Because like the first draft was always on paper, always. And sometimes I would also do a draft on GoodNotes. I'm just trying to think. You screamed the whole house down, worth call. Worth turning on music when not showing video. All sat in silence. Oh, is the music that quiet? Because there is music on, but it maybe it's a bit quiet. I do apologize. I'll make it louder. I thought you guys could hear music. Maybe I should have turned it up while I was gone. Ba-doop, ba-doop. I apologize for leaving you guys in the silence. Ba-dup, ba-dup. So should we watch the Animatic? It's really quite simple. We're talking redstone here. Ah. Yes, quiet. I'll turn it up then in that case when we get further along. Let's watch the Animatic again. In that case, I will actually pause the background music. Single compared to Rocket Science, maybe. Yeah, probably. Let's watch it, shall we? So do we just watch it through? Do we watch it through again without pausing? And I just like add comments if I fancy adding comments. Hi RVKZ, thank you so much for the follow. It's lovely to have you here. Do we just watch it through again and I speak if I want to, or we could also just watch it and without pausing, because we kind of like the comments of me talking about it with pausing is kind of what we've been doing so far. But maybe this is more just like an organic reaction. Why not? Watch through and talk afterwards. Yeah, we've been kind of doing that. We've barely made it through the intro actually. I think we've kind of jumped around a bit, but yeah, like as in like talking through the Animatic, we've made it to about this point. Anyway, let's go. Hiya, legs. Hello. Thank you, my dude. Is that loud enough, everyone? Although it's going to get very loud, so. I was so happy that I could show that logo. I worked so long on it. And I want to say for right reasons, that is not the official Everrun logo, because obviously it's the live series logo. Not mine. I'm not taking credit. My wife. I think that moving tie is one of my favourite moments of the Animatic. It's so smooth. I really enjoyed doing it. I tried to time the feather movements to kind of beats of the violins as well. Kind of worked. That's nice, the audio.
Up the rise in a church where
appreciate the flowers for sure.
Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps.
This part was very awkward to. This part especially with like adding that silhouette, very awkward to edit, because I added a lot more purple silhouettes in between, but it didn't quite work out. It's actually an entire frame that I drew. I could show you later that I had to cut.
Father Mackenzie writing the words of his sermon.
This took so long. There's so many details in this frame that I'm excited to talk about.
No one comes near, look at him working, donning his socks in the night when there's nobody.
Gem and Pearl is a very crazy duo.
What does he care? All the lonely people.
This was
They all come from.
Slightly over dramatized this moment, but really love this moment. Somebody second on the left. I'll be tribute to a horse. Yeah. Love that. There we go. Here we are again. Oh, over dramatizing things is your favorite part of the live series? Absolutely. So is Big B Pumpkins the Watchers or something else? I don't know, actually. I don't know what Big B's lore about it was, but he started talking to the pumpkins and they were talking back. That's kind of what I'm referencing here. Because he was part of the, what's it called? They were the Heart Foundation. He was kind of part of them. But it was more just Tango and Skiz. And then Big B was there too, right? Order of the Wind is revealed backwards. Yeah! You picked up on it. There you go. Did you watch Big B's POV? Big B had a really weird secret life POV. It was very entertaining, but it's a trip. So be ready for a trip. It's such a good thing. We could, after this is after we've talked through this, also like talk through what I would have included in the rest of the song if I had gone the distance. I can go the distance. But we can definitely do that. I think that would be quite fun as well. The emoji make you laugh to watch. Yeah, that was something that we included in stream, and I was debating whether I should take them out to keep like the serious vibe of the animatic, but nah, come on. Was that the reason why the animatic was cut down short? It's basically motivation. It would have taken me much longer to do the rest, and I was losing motivation for it. And that's another reason of me kind of like, I just want to post this now and share it with you guys because I want to work on other projects, and so I wasn't motivated to do the whole thing. But love Martin and Jimmy 2 days tops to react. Give. Guys, I want to say, anyone who's in this chat here, also please dissuade from other people doing this, because I know not everyone in the live series community is here. I wouldn't expect that. But like, please don't spam Martin and Jimmy to watch this, because that is stressful for them, especially if they have like a different type of stream. Like when Feed the Machine came out, I think. When Feed the Machine came out, Martin was doing a sponsored stream, so he can't just stop the sponsored stream to react to an animatic. Please don't spam their chats. Please, because that makes it stressful for them. And that makes it stressful for them and makes them enjoy the animatic less. And we don't want that, right? And so please, if you see other people doing that in their chats, dissuade them and say, hey, they'll watch it in their own time. And please don't do that to them. It's just not fun. It's just not fun for them. And I know the people who are here are not the people doing that. But the animatic is on the React stream on Martin's Discord channel. That's the kind of thing. Like, if you're pressuring them while they're live streaming, that's not fun. It makes them very uncomfortable. I think also it happened with Battle Cry for Jimmy as well. He was just about to finish stream, and I can speak from experience. If you are just about to finish stream, you are probably quite tired or hungry, or just your voice is no longer there. You just don't have as much energy anymore. So it's like, it's a case of, don't force them to watch it. Just let them watch it in their own time, and maybe say like, hey, if you want to mention it, like, there's a new ever animatic if you want to watch it, or don't even do that. Don't even do that, because there's probably going to be other people who mention it, and it's probably just going to be, yeah. Because it really annoys me, because it means that they can't really they can't do it on their own terms when they're ready to react. Because reacting is a whole other, it's a whole mindset as well. Because when you have an idea of what you're doing on stream, that's your mindset. That's what you're prepared to do. And they're far more professional than me, and they know far more how it goes, and they're ready for like that kind of drop in. But you've got this mindset of, this is what I'm doing on stream. And if they have the mindset before they start streaming, yeah, they're going to react to it, and they'll do it, and they'll probably have a much nicer time watching it. Because I don't want them to feel like pressured to watch it. Like, even if they don't watch it on stream, even if they just want to watch it in their own time, totally fair, totally fine. Look, I feel very privileged that they watch the animatics on the Everin channel. That's so sweet of them to do, and they live stream their reactions, because I know there are a couple of other live series people that have watched the animatics, and oh my gosh, what I wouldn't give to be in a room, to be a fly on the wall while they're watching it. That would be it's amazing. Especially people like Green or Skiz. It would be, I would have loved to watch Green's reaction to Running Up the Hill, or Skiz's reaction to Battle Cry, right? But I feel very privileged that Martin and Jimmy kind of live stream their reactions there. but it's also, you know, it has to be fun for them. They have to enjoy it. But yeah. Martin specifically does react streams in his own time. If he does that, post it when he does a react stream. Exactly. And I think that's kind of big, because otherwise, because it is such a big event, I will say, whenever there's a new Ever in Animatic up there kind of thing, he would be great at reactions. He'd be so fun. Skizwood. And because there is like a once or twice a year kind of event, I feel like Ever in Animatics are quite big. And so people want to kind of make an exception there. But yeah, anyway. Thank you for the etiquette reminder and healthy support of our content heroes. Exactly. They will do it in their own time if they want to. And if they don't want to, that's also fair. Is that kind of thing. It's a priority. Yeah. I understand like the want to see their reactions. I also want to see their reactions to a certain degree, but only if they're comfortable with it and only if it's on their own terms. So we've said that. Ba-doop-ba-doop. What point were we making before this? Je ne sais pas. Because I feel like I'm jumping from point to point to point to point. I can't remember. In the animatics, beginning the tune was quite upsetting. It was meant to feel haunting or something other than sadness. Was it meant to feel haunting or something? Oh yeah, absolutely. Like all these people are being haunted by so the theme is loss and loneliness, the central themes of this animatic. And so these characters, I wanted people to feel the absence of the characters that aren't there anymore. And kind of like just have this moment. Like I take the entirety of the intro, which is a sizable part of the animatic, to have these moments. And then it's like the introduction of the exactly haunted by their ghosts. It's the introduction of the boogie curse, which we kind of had a hint of in the Feed the Machine animatic at the end of it. And then the second half of the animatic's pretty much just the boogie curse. Like we have a small thing of like, because Martin was not really a part of the entire boogie curse thing. Oh yeah, it was also important for me for everyone to have a moment. So like we have a cameo of every character because it is such a short animatic. I wanted every character to be drawn at least once. And every character to be drawn outside of silhouettes. And I kind of cheated with B-dubs. Because all that we see of B-dubs is his hand. This is B-dub's hand. That's all we see of him. His hand and his silhouette. But everyone else has like either a silhouette frame and just a drawn frame or just a drawn frame. So yeah. Just finished watching it. How do I keep making such amazing animatics? Thank you, Cucumber. Thank you. But yeah, I wanted to have this moment of mourning, and I think like the quiet opening was perfect for this, and that's why I chose this song. I just have like, and it also was singing. I look at all the lonely people. There's all these lonely people that have lost someone, and then you kind of change the tune of these people. Some of these people were always lonely. Dog pause. It's Baxter. That was also something. Martin's comment, because I did actually watch his reaction. He never posted it anywhere, but I saw it online. Someone reposted it. I watched Martin's reaction to the Feed the Machine animatic, and he had a comment on he was unhappy that there was no Baxter in that animatic. And it was quite funny because I'd already drawn Baxter. I'd already drawn this scene. I'd finished drawing this scene already, and I'd already finished this scene here. So this entire scene is obviously inside Baxter. So I found that quite funny. He was sad there was no Baxter. 3 out of 10! Oh! The topic's lost. It is. Dropping an animatic while you're out and about without internet, how rude. I know, how rude. I apologise, Vulcan. Sorry, not sorry. It was a bit of a surprise for everyone. So yeah, the topic is loss and loneliness. So yeah. I want to say hi and thank you for my beautiful work. Thank you, Sathas. Thank you. If me and my community ever did a mini life series, would I draw scenes from it? I think so. I could imagine. Or moments, as it were. I could imagine doing that. It depends on like how we were to do it. I've said for years I'd love to be a part of a life series. It would be fantastic. But I think it's very important to do it with the right people, right? And I think actually the Everin, so like some people from Everin, I could now imagine doing a live series with, because all the live series peeps are very good friends, and that's why it works. Because they're not mad at each other if they take the other person out, even if it's something as silly as yeeting you off a bridge with a wind charge. They're all friends and they can all forgive each other, and it's all in good fun. And you don't have that in a lot of communities. ... smiley face. Yeah, time zones are the issue, and it's also trying to get a group of people organized. That's true, but it's and that's the whole thing. Like, the entertainment part is the most important thing, not the winning. And you don't have that in a lot of groups of friends, I don't think, where it works as well as it does with the live series peeps. And so that was always my gripe, where like I don't have enough friends that play Minecraft, and that I could imagine I wouldn't get mad at, or wouldn't get mad at me if something were happening. Trying to organize one stream has been hard enough, for sure. Next Wild session is like, in this episode, we're adding animators. Hey, if they ask me to join the live series, I'm there, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. Even if it's just for a cameo. Yeah, there are time zone issues in the live series. Problem is with the time zone issues in the live series is that this is their full-time job. They can kind of move around things because this is part of their job. They earn a living from it, and the live series gives them, I'm guessing, a pretty good buck, especially if they're posting live series content in the Christmas months where AdSense is skyrocketing. And so I think this is very lucrative for them, as much as they also enjoy it. Problem is, the thing with us is we are not full-time. I study and I work, and pretty much my schedule is at about 140%. Or I'd say 120, because I work 40%, but I don't study 100%, but I almost study 100%, if that makes sense. If we're talking about like work hours in a week. And so also, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who's got such a busy life. So like just trying to organize that kind of thing. It's so hard. It's so hard. Oh, did Scott already comment on the animatic? Seriously? Wow, that was quick. Ah, thank you. Thank you, Scott. Wow, that was quick. That was very quick. How do these things happen so quickly? Maybe they're subscribed. It doesn't occur to me that they might be subscribed. Oh, awesome. Loved all the details. Thank you. 31 minutes ago? Wow. So like an hour after the animatic came out. Wow. He commented before starting up stream today. Awesome. Thank you, Scott. Scott is such a sweetheart for commenting on. He comments on a bunch of animatics, so it's so sweet of him to do so. He's very much active in the community in that sense, and that's lovely of him. Anyway, I saw a question that I thought I should probably answer. Hold on. I'm scrolling back up the thing. Time zones issue. Oh, welcome back, Mango. Hello, hello. Ba-doop, ba-doop. You have to be on at least friendly terms with others you play live series. You would know you've done a few with friends. Oh, that sounds awesome, my dude. A friendship stronger than competitive spirit. Exactly. And I'm not invited to Animators SMP. I'm going to be honest. When it comes to like engaging in the rest of the community, especially like with fellow animators, apart from Drawlistics, who likes to hang out and chat. And we also had Evil Anvil and a bunch of people from Evil Anvil's community that kind of are in both communities that I've had the pleasure of talking to. I'm not really involved in the like animator side of the community, because I am socially anxious and I don't know how to do that. I was just like, I'm just chilling in the Everyone community and having a good time here. But going beyond that is very difficult, and I don't know how to start that, because I know like I see like things like where Chris Rin and a bunch of others and Cherry and Rusty Courage have kind of like become friends, and I'm like, oh. But like I don't know how to kind of get out of that. Get into that. I don't know how it works. It'll probably work organically if it does, but yeah. I don't know. You don't know how it would fit into the SMP? I don't know how I would have time. as well is also the question. Scott has notifications for the channel. Let me just see if I missed any other questions, because I wanted to post on that. You want to do Minecraft with friends, not randos personally? Yeah, I feel that. How did I not get invited to the animated Discord? Is there an animated Discord? Your most recent live series started the same week as Wildlife. Awesome. Anyway. Yes, I'm very busy. That's the main issue on many things, is there's so much going on. And I'd love to have more time for stuff, but life happens. Life is life. Like watching them grow and make connections and enjoyment enough. Yeah. But yeah, if animator peeps would to reach out, then I would certainly not be against it. It'd be fun to like make friendships in the community like that, or other people who do similar things, which is why I'm always so chuffed to bits whenever I see Drollistics in chat or that kind of thing. But I do find it difficult to engage in multiple communities, because I am as active as I can be in the Everyone Discord. I want to be more active, but yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. Everyone watcher confirmed. Yes, maybe. Oh, you're watching. Aha, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's cool to make friends through Minecraft. Like a lot of it. It's definitely something that's really cool. I mean, honestly, most of the live series peeps, Green brought them all together, but a lot of them didn't know each other in Third Life. You see where they've come since then, right? It's the first time you've ever heard someone other than Mumbo saying "chuffed to bits." It's funny because it's a British saying, and before I knew about Mumbo Jumbo, I would say it. Bye, legs. Have a wonderful rest of your day, my dude. Thanks for popping by. Try to get into the community by going into maps. It's helped you a lot, knowing a lot of people in the community. Yeah, that's something that I've wanted to get into, but it's another question of time, right? Because I've just been so involved in making these full-on live series animatics. I just really haven't had the time to kind of become a part of maps, because that's something that I would love to do more of if I had the time. Yeah. Maybe you make a live series thing and throw me in there and see what happens. Sure. Go for it. I'd probably be really bad, honestly. I'm not that good at Minecraft. I'd be out first. Time does have is a rest resource, absolutely. Anyway, so a place where we can get high resolution frames. Really want to make that last frame on canvas. Feel inspired. Hamilton reference for sure. So what I do offer is sending you the digital high resolution versions. But that's got a fee of $15 US. So it's kind of like selling the digital prints of the individual frames, and that's the highest resolution you can get. And yeah, that's what I do. If you're interested, you can get in touch with the business email that you see in the description of every video. Boop, 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 boop. You're working on Earth while engaging. Wait, Earth. Wait, hold up. Are you that person? Hold on. Earth was Secret Life. Hold on, I'm a huge fan. Afri, oh my gosh. No way. Hello. Yo. Hello. It's because you don't have the same name. Hi, Apri. Welcome to chat. Oh my gosh. Yo. Oh, yeah. Awesome animatic, dude. Awesome animatic. Oh man, it's so good. I like the movements, and your editing is just chef's kiss with the transition. I need to watch this again. It's been a hot minute since I watched it. Oh man. No way. Oh man, guys, definitely go check out Apri. Absolutely. Go see right now because Earth is fantastic. How is it only on 90k views? Guys, let's get that up to at least 100,000 and like get that up to 150 and guys, come on. Feels awkward way to sing. I think the community is just so rich with so many fantastic. Rusty Courage did one. I don't think I watched that because I was still like going like I can't watch any Secret Life animatics because I'm going to accidentally spoil myself in that sense. Been subscribed since Karma. What have I seen of yours? I've seen a bunch of yours. Mine. Oh, you've done how? I've seen that on thing. Alright, okay, well, fangirling will happen later. I'm gonna go through your YouTube and have a proper look. I watched White Pine. What was White Pine? I guess? I don't know why. I watch so much and I watch so many. Rusty is fantastic. Rusty, I guess Cherry doesn't do a lot of animatics, do they? Do they do animatics? Because if they do, then why has no one told me this? But like Rusty, Chris Rin back in the day when we had words, brain words and gone with Last Life. I only did a couple. I feel like I might have seen them then. Chris Rin was like the OG fantastic animatica. Curses, yeah, Curses. They did one to Other Side from The Greatest Showman. Yeah. Very fun. Don't you wanna get away? Like that, I think Chris Rin's animatics and also let me just think. Oh my gosh, names. There was someone who did a bunch of animatics to Third Life and Last Life that really shaped my appreciation for the series, and I'm just trying to think their name. Fantastical Rain. Fantastical Rain. I think the first animatic you subscribed to was me, and Rusty and Chris Rin are from the same period. Yeah, they're doing fantastic stuff. Oh, and the Hermitcraft one from Chris Rin. Oh my gosh, absolutely, yes. So many fantastic people in this. Yeah, exactly how far we've come. So many fantastic people in this community, like so many amazing artists sharing their stuff. And actually it's really cool because I've been watching a lot of wildlife animatics because so the thing is every time I've made an animatic, I've tried to avoid watching animatics from the same season because wait, fantastic. Oh yeah, they did. I was like, they've returned. Oh, it was so good. Do animators get copyrighted because of the songs? Yup. No money for me. I get like I had the channel monetized, the YouTube channel monetized for a bit, and I got monetization from Running Up That Hill. But Drawlistics, you use a lot of like either classical music or thingy free music, right? Royalty free. Do I misremember that? I don't know. But yeah, basically with Running Up That Hill, I was able to have the channel monetized and get a little bit from that. Or Epidemic. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's one of those things that I just. Since we're talking, I'm just going to quickly put on music again, and we'll have like a frame that we can look at. A nice. Oh, let's look at this frame. Why not? It's quite limited. Yeah, that's the problem, right? I just I take the view, well, this is a song that I find fantastic and I really want this in the animatic. And I always, before I start working on an animatic, I quickly check whether that song is actually going to block the YouTube video, whether it's actually not allowed. Like, for instance, flipping Bastille are brutal. They are really brutal when it comes to using their music. And I've got a couple of past Bastille songs that I think fit beautifully for an animatic, right? Look at the shelf of this frame without you, though, for sure. Absolutely. I'll finish my point and then I will talk about the frame because I want to talk about it anyway because it's full of trinkets and memorabilia. Anyway, covers are handy for that, for sure. And that's probably why I could monetize Running Up That Hill, because it was a cover. But anyway, is the music too loud for you guys now? Because it's very loud for me, let me know. I feel like it's a bit too loud. I'll turn it down because I'm getting distracted. I'm just trying to find a balance. And so, yeah, it's kind of like a case of right after I've uploaded Battle Cry, which never really got copyrighted, I think. Right after I uploaded Battle Cry, the cat channel was like, YouTube was like, this channel only re-uploads music. We can't monetize this channel. And I just did not have the energy to kind of refute that and say, no, please monetize this channel. So since Battle Cry, I haven't been getting anything from YouTube, and it was also a very short-lived thing. I got the monetization for about a year, maybe even just half a year. So it's just like, I don't do it for that. I don't care enough, really. And also, I have to do some stupid Twitch. I just need to do some tax review stuff because of US tax problems, and it's just a pain. And if I don't have to do it for YouTube and I only have to do it for Twitch, then that makes my life easier, kind of thing, right? I mean, in fact, that's part of my admin job for the rest of the year. Yeah, especially because if you don't live in the US, like US tax stuff is infuriating. But the thing is, if you really want to support me, the best way to support me is buying prints. And I say that now, I actually won't be able to offer prints for the next 2 months. Haha, fun times. But like, the best way to support is to subscribe on Twitch, buy prints. Do I plan on opening a coffee just for supporting? I've been thinking about it, and I've been thinking about stuff like Patreon or something like that. Because the thing is, I want to make everything that I do free to access, right? I want everything that I do free to access, and because I understand that a lot of people aren't like financially in a place to support a random stranger online. So either I wouldn't know what I'd do on a Ko-fi. Does Ko-fi post stuff? I think it does, right? I wouldn't know what to do on Ko-fi, and I wouldn't know what to do on Patreon, and it's something that is very time intensive. If I'm gonna do it, then I'm gonna do it right. But I've been thinking about opening something like that and maybe sharing a bit more. Maybe I think I'd do it to share more original character stuff for people interested in that stuff, or I'd do it if I'm working on an animatic to share frames of the animatic there when I finish them, because I don't share every single frame that I finish online, but I share the animatic as a whole, so you see the frame in the end. So that's kind of like what my thoughts are on if I were to do that, but I'm not in a place at the moment where I have the time to organize that. Ether's hair in this frame, thank you! Pretty sure Ko-fi is basically just tipping. It'll be my choice to do a subscription-based content. I might open a Ko-fi for that then, I don't know. I might do that. But basically, yeah, the best way to support me is to order prints, and to order bulk prints, honestly, because if you just order one print, that's not worth it for me when it comes to packaging costs and time costs for the packaging. It doesn't make it worth it. But if you order like, and I know it's always like a big ask for things. But if more than one print is a way to support me, and then you get something out of it, kind of thing. But I have been debating on that kind of stuff. But I do all this for fun. I do all this for fun. I don't plan on turning this into a business. Maybe further down the line when I've written a book with my characters and that's released. Obviously, that won't be just handed out on the street. That will be monetizable. But yeah, we do stuff bit by bit. Prints are still sitting in an envelope, never find the right size frame for them. That's also the problem with A4 size prints. Hey Zim! You can get A4 size frames here in Europe. You can get A4 size frames here in Europe. Would you like to go and get some? Because we can do that. I know you have a lot of prints, but if you want to do that, we can definitely do that. PayPal hates you all. Someday buying a dragon print for sure. That sounds great. Yeah, PayPal is also kind of the only way that it works internationally, I think. As Martin said, I'm too good at this for it to not be my full-time job. I'm just so interested in so many different things. Like, I love what I'm studying. And I love what I'm going to go into there. And it's got nothing to do with art. I love my work. I work in a cafe and I love engaging with people there and making coffees and that kind of thing. I really adore that as well. It's just, there's so much in life that I love doing. There's just not enough time. Just noticed the canary on Green's shoulder. Yeah! Because that was the episode that I'm referencing here is the episode that Green... Oh no, is it? I'm just trying to think. This was before I had this frame. So this was just going to be a reference to Jimmy talking into Green's ear. Hobbies versus jobs or something. Exactly. And it's one of those things, like, it would be great if I can turn this into a side hustle. It's never going to be my main source of income, because I think I'm really interested in what I'm doing, and I think I can really make a difference in the world in the direction I'm going in. And I think if I didn't have that, then there would be something missing. Not enough hours in the day for sure. But yeah, I can very much see if I didn't have art in my life as well, there would be something missing though. So I can see myself doing this for the rest of my life. So yeah. Super late to the party, just watched it, and OMG, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shiro. Thank you. And yeah, that's kind of my thought on everything. I never do this for the money. Like, I do commissions every now and again, which is also really lovely to do. And I package prints, and it's more of a case of to be able to share my art with people. That's the more rewarding side of things than the monetary side. It's to share my art with people, and that people actually want, that like people like my art enough to want to have my art on their walls. It's a huge honor. It's such an honor. I haven't shown any speed paints yet. No, true. Tell you what, since we're on this frame, let's watch the speed paint for this frame. I just need to quickly double check that there's no like pictures of me on that flame, because I don't want that. Sometimes I am my own reference. I don't think there'll be any here. Video, time-lapse replay, let's just... Because this is a long one. I started this at my nan's. Oh, there's a screenshot. More screenshots. Etho screenshot. Green screenshot. Yeah, this was a very difficult frame. Canary colouring. Yeah, we're fine. Let's watch it. Let's watch the time-lapse replay. Just quickly double-checking that that's fine. I think... Hello. Hold on. Because we disconnected. Let's reconnect to my computer. But yeah, it's a real honor for people to want my art on their walls, and just the stories that I've heard of the way people enjoy the Life series together. There's like a mother ordering a bunch of Life series prints of like, yeah, my son chose this one, my daughter chose this one, we watched the Life series together, and now we're buying prints from you. It's such an honor. It's so sweet. And just the stories that I've heard. I love this community. And I love just the privilege of people liking my art enough to hang it on their walls. So yeah, it's so cute. The stories, whereas there was someone who actually then commissioned me afterwards. Yeah, I couldn't decide where they would be, so I just took a screenshot of their enchanting setup with B-Dub's bedroom. But there was someone who basically one year bought an animatic frame for her for his girlfriend for Christmas. And then a year later, it was like their anniversary, and he was like, hey, can I commission you? And I was like, yes, of course. So sweet. Yeah, there's Double Life Silhouette Panorama. That's 9 prints. I've done that a couple times. I've done that gathering multiple times. And people have asked like, yeah, how many prints would that be? And I've always talked about how that has to be 9 prints because otherwise it's far too small and it doesn't work. How do I draw live on my iPad and stream on my PC? There's something called I mean, if you have a Mac PC, then you just gotta share via, is it Apple Play or AirDrop or something like, what's it called? You can just screen share. It's built into the program. If you have a Windows PC like I do, there's this program called AirPlay. Thank you. There's this program called Air Server, and it's a not very well-known program, funnily enough, because it's an interesting problem because a lot of people have this thing where they draw on their iPad but stream on their computer, right? And it was when I was researching this, I could barely find anything about it. But what I did was I found this program called Air Server, and you can try it out for a month for free. And then it costs, I think, like $20. And it was just like, yeah, that's worth every penny. That's worth it. Definitely, because I tried it for a month and I was like, yes, I'm definitely buying that. Air Server. AIRSEVER. I definitely recommend it. Definitely. Hashtag not sponsored. I had to buy it, but you know. Beard ether? Not in this frame. Yeah, this was a... Look at Green's arm. It's so... Yeah, I had to redraw that. It wasn't working out. This was a frame I really hyper-focused on. Because I was like, you know what? Every single frame before that only took like 1 or 2 hours. And I say only. That's not very long for me. Hi, Viveretta. Welcome, my dude. Thank you so much for the follow. It's lovely to have you here. So, yeah, what I did was every single frame before this frame was a very short... very short frame. I could knock them out in like an hour to maybe 2 hours. And this one was... This kind of one was getting a beard. Yeah, I promised this last stream. If Etho wins, I'm doing a stained glass artwork of him with a beard. And I'm kind of scared. Someone please knock out Etho in the next session. And I wanted to make this more detailed for some reason. And I started this at my nana's as well. But I finished it when I was at home because this took a long time. For some reason, I just wanted to really make this a really detailed shot. And so I decided, I'm going to do that. And my whole idea for this animatic was to be like 1 hour per piece max. And then I just came to this point and was like, you know what? Nah, I'm really enjoying the process. Let's go for it. Whoever gets him, you'll sing praises to. Yeah, exactly. Whoever gets him, I'm rooting for to win. If you kill Etho, I am rooting for you. I'm so excited to show you guys this bookshelf, but we'll do that after the speed paint's done. If one of the tough guy wins, gosh, you hope they do. Doing a dramatic cliff drawing of the winner called Nice Guys finish last. Oh, absolutely. Sounds fun. So manifesting Ren win. Ooh. Another star spotted. Oh. No, poor guy letting win. I'm manifesting either Impulse, Gem, or Joel. I think all 3 of them. Specifically Impulse, because Pearl is gunning for Impulse to win. Pearl is like, you are my person this series, and you are going to win. You're a Lizzie believer? Yeah. Mumbo win? Yeah, sure, Sam. So, sure. That's totally gonna happen. Really enjoyed Scar's POV. I'm looking forward to watching it. I'll probably have time tomorrow afternoon a little bit. I've got like 1.5 hours between lectures. So I should probably fill that with uni work. We'll see. Let's put you to bed, Gramps. Oh. Imagine if like Tango won. Oh my gosh, I would be so hype if Tango won. Tango's one of the things, he's one of my favourite lifers. And it's like, oh sweetheart, you could never win, but if you did, then that would be amazing. We could still win. Is there another star on the shelf? I'll give you the info. I'll tell you. Tango's been such a menace. He's been trying so hard to kill people, but hasn't been. Kind of still rooting for Jimmy, but Impulse was a close second. Yeah, I see that. But yeah, this was one of those frames where I just want this to be detailed. I'm just having a good time. And it has no right being as detailed as it is, but I was having a good time. And this is kind of like in the animatic before all this, you kind of got the boogie army growing stronger, right? And so this is why we've kind of got Cleo guarding here. Watch Tango's episode 7. Okay. I'm up for that. What do the letters spell? What, these? And does anyone... Ooh, hello, flash. We're good? We're back? Anyone know enchanting table? What does this spell? Because it spells something. It does spell something. And I think I could remember. Tango and Jem best episodes? Alright, I'll definitely watch Tango and we'll see who I... Really? Okay. Anyone here know Galactic? If I only have time for a couple, Tango and Jem? Alright, okay, cool. Awesome. I can only watch a couple every week, I guess. Yep. That's what it says. Is it washed up or washed? W-A-C-H-E-D. I wasn't sure if it was washed, if I just wrote washed, or if it's washed up. It could be washed up as well. But yep, that's what it is. He's doing great at enchanting everybody. He's adding washed up to his enchanting repertoire. That's an enchantment I want on my chest plate, sure. If you're going to pick a week to watch many POVs, this is the week to watch it. Hey Zim, do you want to watch Wildlife when you come visit together? That could be fun, I guess. His face is hidden anger. It's just like, this is the only enchantment I get. It's a useless enchantment table. Anyway, let's have a look at the shelf. Let's get rid of Etho and the book and this. So this is a reference to... Boy, do I love Washed 4. Grinding his teeth. This is a bookshelf just full of references from the series. So let's go through. We have a Wither skull from, you know, the Wither versus Warden fight. It's like an extra skull that we say Grian had. We have a scroll. We have a scroll. Do you want to know what this scroll specifically is? Do you want to know specifically what this scroll is? Because this scroll is a very specific scroll. This is the scroll that Pearl... The hot potato, yes! This is the scroll that Pearl gave Etho, which led to Etho and Grian having to bring the Wither and Warden up. So that's what it was. Yeah, Wednesday night we watched some Wildlife. Sounds good, my dude. Sounds good. So that's what that scroll is, because that was never handed in. That was never finished. So it's not handed in to the Watchers, and it's also not failed. Or to the Secret Keeper, sorry. So that's why they still have it. This here is... There is an aha. You see a clock. What do you think this is? This little ball of light. What do we think it is? Golden apple? No. Because it's also referencing something from Secret Life. And it's a bit sad. It's a bit sad what I'm referencing. She says with a smile. Magma? Yes. Dishwasher. Yes, Temporal Chester, it's the dishwasher. It's Etho's dishwasher. But it died. So it's just the magma cream. So that's that reference. Sad, I know. We obviously have... People saw the carrot on a stick that Cleo had. When they had to ride a pig all episode. So that's that one. Lol, Sag. Yes. We have a clock because... Wait, what's the clock referencing? Do you... I can't remember. What is the clock referencing? Is Etho's connection to B-Dubs? The fact that B-Dubs has a room, which is actually just back here. It's B-Dubs' room. It's kind of written off. B-Dubs is living there. I think that's what I'm trying to reference there with the clock. I can't remember anymore. It's like I said, it's been months since I drew this. Then we have the spyglass, which is Etho's task going around and referencing older Life series, going, aha, aha. And this was, yeah, Etho trying to do that. What about the books? The books don't mean anything. It's just a bunch of washed up 5 enchantments. Aha! And then we have TNT, because, you know, explosions happened. I think. Gosh, Secret Life was a while back. Did that make you jump? Exactly. Oh yeah, hold on, was the TNT that? Because did he blow up stuff behind people? Ether doing a meme. And then we also obviously have the Nether Star from the Wither fight. That I think Green did pick it up because I did draw that in Feed the Machine, and I think Green picked it up but did never do anything with it. But yeah. See, when we did it, we were all laughing, but when you do it, we just sigh. Yeah, you did. It's about the question of your favorite frame. Just so in motion. Yeah, there's like so much happening because I think the lead up to this one's also really cool because you have like the whole like boogeyman army gearing up, and Etho is, look at his eyes, he's not a boogeyman yet. He's still alive with everyone else. And so it's kind of like the whole, these guys are still alive and they're armoring up, like they're enchanting, they're sharpening their sword, Cleo's standing guard so that no one can ambush them, that's the kind of thing. So yeah. Yeah, Cleo's wall and shadow, yeah. These guys, I love like little cursed details in the background. They're still preparing for the apocalypse, exactly. And because their base was kind of like the hub of where the people who were still alive were at. Etho's jacket does look cozy. I love an Etho jacket with like the wool at the back and stuff. It looks very Canadian. Not just because of the Canadian flag. And I'm sure any Canadian winter jacket is very cozy. Because they know how to make winter jackets. Because it's good. Same can be said for Switzerland, I guess, though. Anyway, should we move on to back to the thing? The maple leaf, yeah, he got a flower. A flower, a leaf. It is a vest. It is a vest with like a thing over it. I think a better time to see it would be here. You can kind of see it's the vest and then the thing coming out. But yes. Canada Goose is a very good coat brand. There you go. There you go. Guys, we have been live for over 2 hours and I have gotten about this far in talking about the animatic. This far. This is as far as we've gotten. But yeah, this was the whole like, cause this was Martin's intro after Jimmy and Mumbo died, right? This was his whole thing. Is he had this whole, him putting how many bones he had away, and then looking at Jimmy's. And I know Mumbo also had a chest, but like, the undershirt is bulkier than you usually see it. Yeah. The lone dog, exactly. He had a Mumbo chest, but that, you know, it felt more significant to have just a Jimmy chest. And so it's like, he's closing his chest, he's adding the bones to it. He looks over and he's the only one doing it, and it's sad. And this is Martin's only moment in the whole animatic. Sorry, mate. He's like at the center of the beginning, and then that's just it. Because I was gonna have in the second part like a moment where he's dying, especially because the lyrics start out with this. It was kind of introducing almost Martin as Eleanor Rigby, because it goes, Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in a church where a wedding has been, lives in a dream, and that's the lives in a dream. That's this one where he's like lives in a time, or wishes for a time to where Jimmy was alive, which is a dream because he's no longer alive. And so it's kind of referencing Martin as being Eleanor Rigby here. And so I was going to, in the second verse, actually pretty early on, kill Martin. He's like one of the first people to actually permanently die in the whole animatic. Because the second verse goes, or the third verse goes, Eleanor Rigby. Oh, it's too deep. Eleanor Rigby died in a church and was buried along with her name. Nobody came. So that's kind of, I was gonna have Martin fall off the ladder there, with like, and then like dang, because dang, like the hit, because wherever or however they do it in the song. basically, hold on.
Lives in a dream.
Bam.
Waits at the
That was gonna be the lightning strike to Martin dying. Gasp! The way I convey emotions and create emotions by the viewer in doing so is my talent. Thank you! Nobody cares. Lizzie's party for sure. I tell you what, guys. I almost did another song from Poor Man's Poison. Poor Man's Poison are the guys who did the who wrote Feed the Machine of the previous Animatic. I almost made this Animatic to another Poor Man's Poison song solely because of the first opening lines. And I was going to do it to the song Call for Soldiers, because it starts out going, as the grave took to shadows light. So, as the grave, so someone dead, took to shadows light, LD Shadow Lady, Shadow, took the shadows light. You know, she's dead. While the wandering whispers fell, Secret Keeper and the Whispers, calling for agent who fast asleep, under castaway stones they fell. It was a very lyric heavy song. So tend to our maiden war as the battle cries. I can't remember the lyrics exactly, hold on. Maybe a quick short, I don't know. I'm kind of over it. Call for soldiers. Lyrics. So tend to our maiden war as their battle cries seeming to fade. So that's the boogie curse. And the people who are falling to the boogie curse, favouring swords held by steel edge pressed to the knees of king's enemies slain. Yeah. For not hiding. I think it worked really well. It worked really well. Did I say battle cry? Battle cry. The battle cry seeming to fade. Yeah. It would have been. It might have been. I might have done a reference to battle cry. Actually, I would think that was also a question of thing. But and I like to the Lord's calls for soldiers, our enemies looked over, or so a torturous death they'll mourn, as we fight for the dreams of our own country's freedom from the hillsides to our misty shores. So that's kind of like also with like a dream of our own country's freedom, kind of like freeing yourself from the Secret Keeper. Also torturous death they'll mourn, people dying. So yeah. It would have worked. It would have worked. And hold on, let's just. I like also this one. Tearing down the flags of dying men, claiming land that no eyes have seen. This is just kind of like the alliance is dying and where there's like no one left in the alliance. Also this one. From the mothers their children are torn. This would have been when Scar murdered Cleo, going, "I'm sorry, Mom." This would have been that moment. This would have been that moment. And so it kind of fit. By Sathas, if you want to do it to this song, definitely do it. If you're motivated, and share with me if you do share it. But I think this song would have worked really nicely. So, yeah. So turn these battle-soaked mountains to green, the Mounders. Or like the Cherry Blossom guys, the Gem and the Scots. So yeah. It would have worked really well. It would have worked really well. Bye Ivy, have a wonderful rest of your day. Anyway. So we have Martin, and this is like Martin being Eleanor Rigby would have had like continued ideas for the Animatic. Held him by slavery. Yeah, true, because I think there is actually an episode where he's forced to be the villain. So you could definitely have like held him by slavery of like maybe a similar frame to this one. But the Secret Keeper's kind of like holding strings, like he's looming above him and holding strings on Scar's limbs, kind of like bounding him like that. The music's a bit loud. Oh yeah, we've got music again. But fight for the dream. I don't know. I shan't be doing any more Dream SMP animatics, I can tell you that much. But yeah. There are still many ideas. There were so many ideas also for like the second part that I didn't do. But thank you, Lemonade. Thank you. But yeah. Just wasn't the time. Wasn't me. I wasn't meant to do it. Why don't I just become the villain? Exactly. Exactly.
Waits at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in.
Tell you what, this is the thumbnail picture. But I just changed the colours because I was like, yeah, I don't really want a green thumbnail for a second half of a live series, so I'm going to make it red. So yeah, I changed it for the thumbnail. I feel like I've cheated you guys out of that. But that was a midnight yesterday decision of mine. Song is amazing and fitting. Thank you. It does complement it. Yeah, true. So we're kind of like, he's still like, is he still on this green life? I can't remember. I think he's on his yellow life at this point. But he's kind of fighting Gem. This is why he was fighting Gem, and Gem was trying to get like a quote-unquote easy kill out of Scar to help with the boogie curse, and it did not work. It's green life. Oh, it was his green life. Oh, fun. Oh, fun times. All right, then, in that case. So well in that line, my animation, which line? What? Some good times. Some good, absolutely good times. Haha. When kids try. Oh, true. Yeah, he had a bad time, didn't he? He had a bad time. What is the line?
It's at the window, wearing the face that she keeps in a jar by the door.
Physical Margaret, exactly. Who is it for? Yeah. I think the lyrics worked really well. I wanted to do a lot more with Scar. Like the second half was basically all Scar and Scar's rampage. But yeah. Had bad times in Secret Life for sure.
Wearing the face that...
Actually, you know what this frame is? I just had a flashback, guys. Remember, I did a bearded Scar once. How did I forget? And it was on this frame. So you guys have seen this frame before. Do I have to show that now? I think I have to show that now, don't I? Show? Yeah, because I can't remember the context. What was the context? I don't remember. La 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 la. Cursed beard, yep. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. I despise it so much. Oh, black screen. Oh well, you guys can't see it, I'm afraid. Oh well. Granddaddy's there. That was that one. Wait, had I then drawn this? I'd already drawn this frame by the time that Feed the Machine came out in that case. I guess. The line with the room shot is very poetic. I think, yeah, I gotta be honest. I don't know that. Hello. Thank you. Look at it. Look at it. It's so bad. Sort of Miss Green's last dance in the infamous 2v1 finale. Yeah, that was the whole thing. I'd planned to do that. I'd planned to do that in the animatic, but through the fact that I cut like the second half of it, there just wasn't space for it anymore. Hello, no, amen. No. We're not doing it like that. I'm gonna hide it away if we're gonna start acting like that. We're doing it. Etho and beat-ups was old, and then the conversation went to beards, and you said Scar would look good in a beard. That was that. It was your idea, Hydra. Blame this on you. Blame this on you. What? Dragon is having a problem. Trying to, yep, give Green a beard? No. So anyway, Scar shirtless. This is not better. It is mildly disturbing. Yes, absolutely. Hard to process. It is. Funnily enough, I find this harder to process than bearded Etho. We got that through the Third Life silhouettes. We did. We also got that in Running Up That Hill. We got a shirtless Scar. Cleo with a beard. Oh, Cleo would look fantastic with a beard. So would Lizzie. Anyway, this is a weird thing that I am not going to continue. I'm going to be honest. Unless Etho wins. Feels like Wizard Joel. Oh yeah, I guess, did Scar have a beard as a wizard? Can't remember. Looks like epic. Oh, he does! I kind of love it now. Man, why must you make this so sad? Why must you make me like, Yeah, Sam is so trustworthy. Epic mention. Epic mention! We love Epic! Makes him look, it does kind of make him look like Joel. Yeah. All I hear are screams. Oh, imagine that lyric, but with like Listener Martin. In the because like if Listener, he can hear the screams. Imagine that line with Listener Martin. Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. That is literally Martin in the last moments of Limited Life. Only nightmares of those who died. Could I put a green streak in his hair? Well, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Like same green as his top. Oh no, let's make it Joel hair green. Come on, if we're gonna do it. If we're gonna do it, it has to be the same color as Joel's hair. Woo. Woo. It's literally just God Joel. It's literally just God Joel. There is so much green. Hold on, let's just make the background maybe a bit of a different color. Let's make it the red that it was. Or like the orangey red that it was. Hello? Hello? Please. Thank you. It's Joel. Is this Scar or is this Joel? Welcome back to Last Life, Joel. Good times with Joel. Smallish Scar. Good times with beans. More Joel than Scar, yeah. But then what would be interesting, I might now post this. Jar. Skull. Scarish beans. We need to put a poll on whether it's a Scar or Joel. That rhymed. Small times with Joel. Smallish times with Joel. Okay. Joel. Because it references the lyrics? Wait, what lyrics? Say jar? What lyrics are we talking about? Now it's jar? What? Eleanor Rigby's your new favourite animatic of mine? So much angst. That's awesome to hear, my dude. Thank you. Keeps the jar by the door. Oh, wait, hold on. Seriously? You guys, okay. I gotta be honest. I did not play through this animatic that much. And I haven't a lot in the last few months. Like, every time that I do an animatic, I usually play through it to see the vibe of stuff. But I just haven't had the chance to do that the last few months. And I have just been focusing on 1 frame. Or 2 frames. So I haven't been doing that a lot. So I don't actually know the lyrics that well. Fitting. Hold on. Lives in a dream, waits at the window, wearing the face that you keep. Wearing the face. He's wearing Joel's face. Who is it for? Why does that work so well? Make an animatic where everyone has the most magnificent and luscious beard in existence. I don't want it to. I don't want to. It was meant to be. This is literally, so this is just Scar's cosplay of Joel. If Scar were to cosplay Joel. Jar. Beard life. If that's a new April Fool's thing, I'll do it, but like the fashion meme. Okay, if that's a new April Fool's thing, I'll do a fashion meme, but it's just beards. I don't think that's gonna happen though. I don't think the whole beard thing is that widespread. Reposting, rolling up the hill about everyone has beards. That'll be a lot of work. Beard edition of the beard night day. But forget it. We're going away from it. This is getting too weird. I've got to keep the drawing now so that I can post it later. Someone tell Green is doing beard life. Jimmy's 8 foot long beard. Why 8 foot? Why is Jimmy's beard 8 feet? Why? What? Running up that beard. That's, yep, okay. Okay. Could be with Scar. Bearded cry. Right, forget it. I'm continuing. Like I said, when we were watching through, Joel Rigby, sure. Beards Beast 00. Oh no. Why is that so good? How does that work? Eleanor Rigbeard. If I could rule the beard. Everybody wants to rule the beard. This is getting too weird. We're continuing on, and I'm going to ignore all bearded messages. Wearing the face. Do we need a beard emoji? Do we just need like a beard emote that is just a beard and nothing else, not even attached to a face? I feel like we almost do at this point. Anyway, this was really hard to time. I wasn't sure how I wanted to time this entire sequence with this frame, the previous frame, this frame, and then this frame. I knew I wanted Gem to kind of like be like, who is it for? Because I wanted this frame to be fairly... I just saw you quote, Sam. My iPad just lit up with a notification. I saw that, Sam. I saw that. You wouldn't. Of course not. It was Mango. Mango also did some quoting, but I saw your quote. Sam wouldn't, never. Of course not.
Who is it for?
I really like the like transition of her eyes kind of jumping out. Is that shot the accidental jump kill? Not necessarily. What if Katie with a beard? No. Big beard. It's Big B. Big beard. Or Beard B. No, this is when Jem was trying to kill Scar for the boogie curse. If you kind of look at the eyes, Scar is not yet a boogeyman, and he killed Jem while he was boogeyman. But this is like Jem's first try at recruiting boogie people. And she did manage to do it. She didn't manage to do it with Scar, but she managed to do it with B-dubs, sharing then her book, her secret task, which I have inconsistencies because sometimes the secret tasks are a scroll, and sometimes the secret tasks are a book. Continuity errors. Woo, we love them. But that's fine. I just accepted that was a fact. And I thought the Secret Keepers put this as a book because it's an important book that needs to be handed around and it needs to be far more robust than a piece of paper. That's my headcanon. And because it's longer. That was also a reason that I kind of like it had in the back of my brain. But yeah.
Where do they all come from?
I volunteer as tribute to be a horse. It changes depending on the vibes. Yeah, exactly. And Scar burned it. A whole book for 2 pages. Hey, Abby, if you know a traditional artist, they will tell you that using 2 pages in a book is totally valid, especially if it's a sketchbook that you decide that you don't like anymore. Impulse cameo! Impulse cameo! I like this. I like this Impulse design as well. I really like it. I struggled with Impulse's design over the years because I don't like just the simple eye on the t-shirt. Not a fan of printed t-shirts in the live series. It kind of brings me out of immersion, but to be fair, I'm guilty of it myself, of adding printed t-shirts. Although this was a YouTube poll decision. But yeah, I volunteer as tribute. Got a whole did we get him? We didn't get an there was no Impulse silhouette. No Impulse silhouette. So everyone got a silhouette apart from Tango, Skiz, and Jem and the Scots. Hey, bye, Apri. Thanks for hanging out, my dude. Thank you for popping in. But no headsets. Bye. Have a wonderful rest of your day, my dude. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. Lovely to know that you're also around here. Did Lizzie get one? What, a silhouette? Lizzie was dead. The people who are alive get silhouettes. This is Lizzie's silhouette. Does that count? Oh, true. Oh, and Impulses as well, actually. Yeah, hold on. You're right. Tango, Impulse, Pearl, B-dubs. Calograms. True, actually. Oops. I forgot about that. And my thought was kind of like, okay, who can I include in this silhouette that I haven't included much? So that's why I should have maybe had B-dubs further up, closer, because we don't have a whole B-dubs frame, and he's barely visible there. But also, I wanted like height differences, and I wanted to kind of go down, and there was no way that was going to be able to make B-dubs taller than Pearl. Yeah, I like Jem's hair. I really, really like drawing Jem's hair. Drawing Jem's hair is so much fun. I enjoy it very much. Lives in a dream. B-dubs can always get out of his rock. Yes, true. He steps on a rock. Stands on a rock. I like Jem. Jem is fun to draw. Man, this moment of Impulse, I volunteer as tribute. I really like drawing boogeyman eyes. And is this something that people kind of like? Because I can appreciate the fact that people haven't watched every single live series animatic that I've done. Because I introduced this in Who Are You Really? In Last Life, Who Are You Really? Last Life animatic. Of like, you are the boogeyman. Flashing up with the very first boogeyman being B-dubs. His eyes turning purple. And from that moment onwards, I have made every single boogeyman have purple eyes. And that's kind of like been my boogeyman tell card, that like someone's a boogeyman if they have purple eyes. and I reintroduced it kind of in Limited Life, because when right at the beginning of the Battle Cry animatic, Scott is in a cave when he gets Boogie, and it's like he opens his eyes and he has purple eyes and Boogie's kind of displayed on the wall, which is a bit more subtle. But I hope that's something that people understand. We got stuck halfway through the animatic animation again. Yeah, absolutely, always. we're fumbling around doing stuff. Hiya, Eggro Agro. Hello, Eggro Agro. Hello. that took my brain to read, man. Thank you so much for the follow. It's lovely to have you here, my dude. Yeah. That is... yes. So slightly disappointed that Etho hasn't opened up a wildcard as active with You Are Not the Boogeyman. Don't quite understand that. Wildcard is... oh, as in like when he reads that. When he reads that. Okay. That would be fun. That would be so funny. And not the Boogeyman. That would be so fun, actually. That'd be great. It would be so cool if the wildcard was a Boogeyman. I think the Boogeyman is such a good mechanic. I'm a big fan of it. I know some people are kind of like criticizing of it because it's maybe being overused, but maybe it isn't actually. If it's not used in wildlife, it totally isn't. It's like every second season. No, actually. So Secret Life had it. Limited Life had it. But then it was Last Life, and up until then it was every 2 seasons. Ah, brain. No. Too late for Boogeyman wildcard, to be honest. True. Most of them are probably read by now, aren't they? But anti-Boogeyman, a healer? So you kill someone and they gain a life? Maybe? Oh, welcome back, Apri. Got your headphones charging then. Welcome back. So like if you take someone out, they gain a life? Is that how it works? Because that could be fun, because then you're trying to like kill someone. They're like, no, kill me. And then they gain a life. And they're like, oh no, actually cool. I guess. Phone instead of PC? Well, hello phone. Small screen. Yeah. I really enjoy Impulse's design in this one, and I liked his design also in... yeah, you do become a target, I guess. But what would be stopping you if you were like an anti-Boogeyman? What would be stopping you from telling your teammates, going like, guys, if I kill you, I could give you a life? Because if you had like a team of like Scott and so on, they have so much trust in their team, they'd be like, sure, kill me. Hello phone. Now we know Katie is kind of the messenger, not shooting it. Ah, who would shoot the messenger? Everyone wants a boogie? That would just be like everyone's red life, right?
All the lonely people, do they all belong?
This is the moment that I'm referencing here is basically, so in very short succession, after having her issues with Scar, Gem got B-dubs on her team. Gem got Impulse on her team. I volunteer as tribute to be a horse. And then also got Pearl on her team. It's like recruiting the Mounders and also having the other person in her team, Impulse, be part of the team. But then like also Scott being like, I don't like what's going on here. And Gem's like, Impulse, you should run. And that's kind of like that moment there.
Father Mackenzie.
And then we have the this is basically just the Boogeyman episode. This is basically an excuse for me to do an animatic for the Boogeyman episode, let's be honest. Doesn't have cottagecore ABBA anymore. Oh, we're talking about Gem and the Scots. Oh, bless. Yeah, poor Scott. He's lost his cottagecore ABBA. It's like, no, not my band. Miss Impulse having a Team Life Skin for Life series. The t-shirt just feels bland. I find really tricky to incorporate the t-shirt into a design. And so in the last few animatics, I've kind of been trying to work around that. And thank goodness he had a team skin for this one. Because I did the ties last in Limited Life. So last, or the season before this. And that worked really well because it was part of the ties, but I obviously couldn't really bring that over to Secret Life, so I'm very lucky that he had a team scheme. You have no idea what happened during the zombie apocalypse because you only watch Cleo's perspective. Oh, Eamon. Mate, there's so much. I recommend watching... I think Gem's perspective is just the one to watch for the Boogie episode, let's be honest. Gem's perspective. Yeah, I think I watched her perspective first too. No, I watched Martin's perspective first. And then I found out what was happening, because I always watched Martin's perspective in Limited Life for some reason. Well, it's the kind of thing, like, you don't have time for all... A lot of people don't have time for all perspectives. You kind of got to pick and choose, which is what I've been having to do since... for Secret Life and for Wildlife. But yeah. Yeah, Martin's didn't help. Martin's POV is always brilliant. Yeah, he's one of my first go-tos usually. But Pearl has her yellow eye. Are we talking Wildlife here? Because Pearl has a yellow eye. And then the red eye, right? So almost red. But yeah, I really like this color palette, by the way. This is one of those ones where it's like, these are nice colors. These colors make me happy. So I really enjoyed drawing this, or coloring this at least. You watched Martin's POV first as always. Was confused what was happening the whole time. And fell back to sleep at that time. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Martin's just got great perspectives. I always watch his first, actually. Well, I haven't really as much for Wildlife. He's not like my necessary go-to. I just have a look at who I think has intriguing happenings. I watched his his perspective first for the trivia episode, and that was very amusing. I liked it. He was part of so many shenanigans in the trivia episode. It was great. You recommend Cleo's? I heard Gem and Tango are very good for this week, so I might watch them. Right. Ba-da-ba-dum-bum. Yeah, this frame was real. I've talked a bunch about this frame with the canary on Duke Green's shoulder, the calm before the storm, preparing for the apocalypse. I like this frame. Love how I colour, but the eyes. Love how I colour the eyes. Thank you. I enjoy. I think there's so much light that you can bring into people's eyes. My five favorite Wildlife episodes of... Man, guys, I won't have time to watch it on Monday for sure. I might be able to watch it on Tuesday. Dang it. Her POV always feels like Stardew Valley. Love it. But I feel like eyes are so important to get right in a character, because you can show so much emotion through just eyes. I mean, look at my Etho drawings, right? You just do eyebrows and eyes with Etho. And you can do so much emotion through just eyes. It's an example of Wildlife. Yeah. Yeah, with Gem being just playing Stardew Valley. Absolutely. Gem and Joel have had a funny group of perspectives. I think I referenced almost more tasks in this one than I did in... No, I guess there were quite a few tasks, like Torchy and the Bucket Clutch and Feed the Machine. But, obviously, this task here was you know, Skiz and Etho being like the angel and devil on Cleo's shoulders. And I thought, like, oh, come on, why not include it? Because that was fun. I really loved that. We watch around one perspective per team, doubling up when favorites are teamed together. Sounds fun. Sounds fun. I just go for vibes.
Working, donning his socks in the night when there's nobody there.
I honestly don't have a lot to say about this frame because it was done over quite a few months. And by the time I finished... Oh my gosh. You should double check who these two. Oh, dude, I have no idea. Who's my main POV for Wildlife? Oh, dude, I don't think I have one. I might have been Pearl and B-Dubs, because this is The Wall by Pearl and B-Dubs. I don't think I have one. So, like, people that I've watched first have been Joel, Martin, Etho. Oh, Rusty did an animatic. Oh, that'll make it easy to find it. Your stupid face. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I thought this was also such a cool moment. This was one of those moments where I was like, I have to draw it. I have to draw it. It works so well. They're hiding from the boogies. I like the whole vibe of the, you know, the boogies hiding and other boogies. Oh no, not the boogies. The boogies hunting and the people who are still alive hiding. Producer man either. Oh, that was such a good animatic. That was like one of my introductions to Etho as a character. Like his like who he was in Shady Ease. Such a good animatic. What do you have in beat-ups? I don't know. It's just people. Whenever I draw these kind of silhouettes, I did it for Limited Life as well when Scott and Martin are being chased, like the red ones. There are no specific people in mind there. It's just a general vibe, because when I draw these characters, it's kind of just to show like everyone who is part of this clan is against them, hunting them, or they're hiding from the entirety of people who are part of this group. That's kind of like how I pardon beat-ups. Okay. Jimmy and Mumbo. Sure, Apri. Sure. But yeah, that's kind of how I use silhouettes, because if I want specific characters to be conveyed, I will convey them as the silhouettes. And actually, this is probably a good moment to show you guys a drawing that I actually finished but cut. Let's see, where is it? Is it in my sketches? In my sketch folder. Probably. There it is. Boop. Is my iPad gonna work? Nope. Ooh, I just knocked the microphone. Boop, 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 boop. How much does my artwork cost? Are you saying it depends on what you're getting? If you get a digital print, it is $15 US. If you get a physical print, it is $30 US plus shipping. And if you commission me for something, then the price varies. Yeah, it was definitely not Martin. He was red at the time. So this was a frame. Come on, mate. It's not happy today. There we go. This was a frame that was going to be in between this frame, and this frame. So it's literally going to be a all the lonely and people. For just the word people. So if it goes, all the lonely people, this frame was going to be, oopsie. This frame was going to be shown just for people, and this is Joel snooping on their conversations. Because Joel found out very soon what was going on. And, fun fact, the wall that I drew here was literally, I copy-pasted the wall from this one, and just evened it out a bit. But yeah, this was a frame that, and I'm actually really happy with how, it was just because it had a very similar composition to the other wall one, and I thought the other wall one was more interesting. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how I drew Joel here, but no space, no time, and it was very similar to another frame that we had in the animatic, so I decided to cut it. So full frame, that was drawn. I like how these silhouettes turned out, and I was going to do more with this kind of silhouette work, but in the planning phase, but it just didn't quite work out, and that's just the way that it works. Put a beard on him. No. I am drawing a line, guys, and that line is not to be a beard. We're doing. I mean, what? Man, this chat has become feral, guys. But yeah, should we go back to? Yeah, all the lonely people. I liked Skiz here. I like drawing Skiz. It's all good. I like drawing Skiz as well. A lot. Small leaf beards. No! We were always feral. Come on. True. True. This is not a new happening. Skiz cameo. Skiz cameo!
What does he care?
Yeah, and like I said, this was the final frame that I drew, and it took me months. And I was like, how do I do a horde of zombies how do I do this perspective thing with Joel stood on the edge and the zombies down there, and I was just like, what? Name a chat that isn't fair. True. So yeah, I was just really struggling with this frame. Might have been like very much out of my comfort zone, maybe out of my skill level. Maybe I should have gotten a reference picture, because I also did not do that. That was maybe a stupid thing to do. Now draw us on the shoulders of the zombies. We are the army. Rah. Rah. Everyone print on clothes. I don't do prints on clothes. Oh yeah. Oh sorry. No, this everyone print on the clothes. Yep. The everyone print on his hoodie. That was always the idea with him having this hoodie, is that I'd put the everyone logo on it, but funnily enough in Feed the Machine there was just never space for that. Do I love Secret Everyone? The Everyone series, yes. I didn't want to be meta. So I wanted to be meta in a sense of, I didn't want to put the live series on there because that would be too meta, too fourth wall breaking. But I also thought it'd be fun if in this world where I draw the stuff, I am also the merch provider. So that's fun. If that was merch you'd buy it twice. I don't think legally I can do that. If the live series peeps want to take that logo and sell it and maybe give me like a little bit, like 10% of fees, that'd be fine. If they wanted to. But yeah. What's my favorite Everin series? Oh, it's gotta be Everin Life, right? Right? I love Everin series so far. Absolutely. It's a great series. Great series. Wild Everin. Everin series. Double Everin for sure. Ooh. Man, yeah, but yeah, fun times. I love how that works, and that was the whole idea. Last Wild Everin. Everdeen. Everin. Everin Secret. Ooh, limited Everin. Which kind of puts a damper on it. Oh, but third Everin though. Real Everin was great. Real Everin, yeah. You guys are the best. Yeah, I thought this was this fun cameo, and it was really a case of I really wanted to keep Joel's pose here so that I had an excuse to put the logo on there. Far better than fake Everin. And I think this is my favorite sequence of the animatic, actually, because I really like this picture and the next one, because when Ether refused to hand over Cleo and Grian, despite it being in his best interest to do so. Love watching fan-made Everin series. And we love Etho looking cool, and we love Etho being dramatic, even though he isn't that dramatic. This is just over-dramatization, and I love giving Etho epic moments, as we saw from Everyone Wants to Rule the World. We love it when Etho's epic. Etho! Exactly. Yeah, these two are so smug. They are so smug, and I really enjoy drawing these incredibly smug faces. And Etho is just like beast mode. Yes, I'm a boogie, but I'm not handing over my people. But yeah, they are just, it was just kind of like, how smug can I draw a face? Yeah, cat energy is literally like the way the lips move. I loved it. Meanwhile, Scott is hiding. Yes, Scott is just in a damp cave, 2 by 1 hole. Shh, just quivering. Bless. I mean, he survived. But oh, I loved the whole, like, I'm not telling you where they are. And he kind of made it fun. He kind of played against it, going like, I don't know. I haven't seen my team. Have you seen my? I haven't seen my teammates. I don't know who you're talking about. Who's Grian? I don't know a Grian. But I like more the idea of the dramatization. It's just, he's a wet cat. Oh my gosh, yes. I love that. You have a team? Do you have a team? Oh yes, Ether has a team. Does he have a team? I don't know. I didn't know that he had a team. But I kind of wanted to... This is one of those things where we make it slightly more dramatic, eh? We can do that. We're totally free to do that. And it's just the interpretation, right? It's like similar to Running Up That Hill where Scott was like, This is fair. You deserve the wind pearl. No, make it drama. I will avenge my chosen soulmate Cleo, and I will take us out doing it. Let's go. So I like kind of interpreting moments like that. And any excuse to make Etho look badass. Woo. We got Scar defending Cleo defending Scar in limited life. Yeah. We can make it dramatic just how we can draw a beard. Yes, I have too much power. I just like how it was also a case of like, how smug can I draw Grian? How pissed off can I draw Gem? Because she's not happy. She's gone through all this work to make all these guys boogies, and she had 3 people left to get, and 2 of them are right in front of her. How pissed off can I make it? The answer is very, yes. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, and I just love glowy purple particles. Is it bad for me to love glowy purple particles? Because I love glowy purple particles. Yeah, and one of her boogies is defending them. The betrayal. Yep. So I think this is one of my favorite frames when it comes to like character frame. For some reason, it's just I hyper fixated on these 3 when it came to the awesome frames. I'm just trying to think. I think they were my favorite trio of Secret Life. Because I was like, oh my gosh, this is a trio that I've been wanting forever. But yeah. I also love the idea of Secret Life being a prequel to Limited Life, where Cleo and Etho are still on good terms, and then they break up, and then the family is kind of like, he becomes the absent father. Bum, 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 bum. The room is everyone knows they're the best, exactly. Not to bank on any of the other team-ups, but I love these 3. And they're just such like an unlikely trio, like they haven't teamed up in anything else since, before that. Because you always get like, you very often get Tango and Skiz, and as lovely as those 2 are together, it's really cool to see like team-ups that you otherwise wouldn't expect. I really loved Skiz, Grian, and Mumbo. Rest in peace, the Spanners were fantastic. They were such a fun team. They were so fun to watch. I think I watched a lot of Mumbo or Grian. It was always either or. When I don't know if they were ever my first perspectives, but they were always like a perspective I would watch in wildlife. Man, I'm gonna miss Skiz and Mumbo. I miss them too.
Where do they all come from? All lonely people.
Bye, Jess. Have a wonderful rest of your day, my dude. Thanks for hanging out. This frame, man. We're gonna watch the time-lapse recording of this frame as well, guys. Because, oh my gosh, it was the death of me, almost. Thank you, I've just sat up straight, actually, quite organically. And hydrate. And stretch. I shall do, thank you. I really like this frame. This is also one of my favorite frames. And another hydrate, thank you. There you go. I kind of like, it's one of those things where these kind of impact frames are so important. And so I always hesitate kind of to show them. But yeah, people on stream got a sneak peek of this one. So anyway, let me show you guys the time-lapse replay of this one, because it was a journey. It was a journey to get this finished. And it was an ups and downs and peaks and valleys, and it was difficult. Because the composition no, pardon me. The composition at first was very frontally faced. And the whole idea was to have like Skiz and Tango and Big B in front of it as like little people, but I couldn't get the perspective right. I couldn't get like the posing right, and it was just like it didn't work out, and I got really far. And I was very happy with the design. I think this design is inspired by something I saw online. I can't remember who. It might have been Sevchi Art, who does like a lot of gorgeous paintings. of like life series and hermitcraft builds, a lot of landscape paintings. But yeah, you can see I kind of struggled with how I wanted to do this. There are two types of life series members: those who have learned their lesson in Tango. You're talking about building flammable bases. Yeah. Yeah. Although hasn't Tango learned his lesson now in wildlife? Although it still got blown up, didn't it? So you can see my indecision and unhappiness. But yeah, this whole design was inspired by something I saw online. A Secret Life based design of it being in a tree. A Heart Foundation based design I saw. So yes. One would think he learned his lesson back at the ranch. One would think. Tango learning lessons, I don't think that's happening anytime soon. Yeah. He's our stubborn little guy. But I'm so much happier with this kind of like forced perspective of looking up at it. It just looks so much more dramatic, and like the flames kind of flying away, and I just really like it. Oh wow, the heart was very red at the start. Oh no, got pink. But this was very fun to do. I like drawing fire a lot, and I like just adding energy to the fire. And making it just a hot blaze, and yeah. I fiddle around with color values a lot when it comes to fire. I think I made it more pink and purpley there. It was just really nice. I really enjoyed it, and this was such a satisfying frame to get done, because and also like the cracks in the heart. Yeah, true. I remember. This was such a satisfying frame to get done because I was at a real creative. This was when I was kind of talking about burnout. This was a couple of months ago when I was talking about kind of like being burnt out. This is when I had this frame going on. And before I drew this frame, I was kind of thinking I'm probably not going to post this animatic, despite having done like 80% of the drawing. I was kind of sat there going, I'm probably not going to post the animatic. I don't have the energy for it. I don't want to do it anymore. And I just kept chugging on, because as much as I run on motivation for these projects, they are also a marathon. There are sometimes times where you're going to be less motivated. And I did really struggle with this project. I really struggled with Feed the Machine as well for motivation. But sometimes you just got to push through. And so I pushed through, and when I finished this frame, it kind of gave me second wind. And, or you could say it lit a fire in my heart. But, and I was, that kind of got me finishing the rest of the animatic. And here we are. We're almost finished in the watch through, guys. I also really like this frame. I talked about this on stream, the last stream when we had the celebration of running up that hill, reaching 1 million. This was kind of like me going like, I want the ranchers holding second wind. I want to kind of redraw Jimmy holding Tango back from the burning ranch. And I wanted to see how I would draw it nowadays, and that was kind of like my idea going into this drawing as well. Of like, but it's role reversal because Tango is holding his ally back. Welcome back, ranchers. Exactly, close enough. I mean, I still really want a team of what are they called? The plate up peeps. I'm just trying to think. They have a name. When the guys who play like Jimmy, Skiz, and Tango. Thought that frame was familiar. Yeah, it was. It makes it interesting because there are different compositions I can go with. Takeout trio. That sounds familiar. It could be that. Sounds familiar. But I really want that. We almost had that team in Limited Life. We almost had that, or in Secret Life. We almost had that team in Secret Life because Tango and Skiz were like looking for an extra person, and Tango's like, I mean, I wouldn't mind buddying up with my rancher again. And imagine the Heart Foundation: the Skiz, Tango, Martin, and Jimmy. Of course, Bigby could also be there. Of course, he'd be fantastic in that team as well. But man, we almost had that, and we wouldn't have had the big dogs going ruff, ruff, which just spurred on a lot of furry art. But you know, each to their own. No Baxter. Baxter was a weird build. There are some strange builds in the live series. Big hearts. Big hearts! Ah, big hearts! Man. That would have been so cute. Where's Bigby always sidetracked? He's not really someone to put himself in a main character position. He's such a sweetheart. But the way the Heart Foundation did feel was kind of like Tango and Skiz are like the foundation of the Heart Foundation. Haha, funny. But Bigby was kind of like always disappearing off to his cave, his back rooms. So he didn't feel like as much of part of the Heart Foundation because of that. And that's just my opinion. Just wait till next series to be the main character. Absolutely. Drew to be creepy. Yeah, he wasn't as invested in the team as Skiz was, for sure. Because Skiz is so invested in any team he's in. Ah, and it was an excuse to draw Tango fiery hair. We love that. If the Heart Foundation big dogs had happened, they'd be targeted as they would have been the biggest group. Nah. Mounders. Mounders also was the thing. There were 4 of the Mounders. Scythe Death Gogo, thank you so much for the follow, my dude. I appreciate it. It's lovely to have you here. Literally, when I was kind of like trying to plan out especially when the stained glass art appears, it was always just a case of like, when does what appear? And my brain is always, when the violins go and do their dramatic stirring back and forth, my brain would always be like, doody 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 doo. SpongeBob reference incoming. What's a SpongeBob reference? 3 hours later, or what are we talking? Listen here, you cretaceous cheapskate Squidward has been living my life driving crazy. You're gonna hire him back all this. What? I don't get that reference, and I don't know what you're referencing. My dude. I never watched SpongeBob. I get most of the references because they're just memes at this point. I am very confused too. But I never watched SpongeBob. Search it on YouTube. But what are you referencing, my dude? If you're referencing something, is it in reference to what we're doing here? But yeah, SpongeBob was never really something that kind of like caught my eye. If that makes sense. Yeah, that's literally what I'm thinking is. Is Drawlistic still here? I don't know. Draw, you still here? Still hanging out? It's getting late in the Europe side of things. I actually shouldn't be streaming for too much longer, to be fair, because I gotta go sleep, because I gotta get up at 5:30 tomorrow morning. That's why the Animatic was released an hour earlier than it usually is. So, yeah, we're almost finished. And like I said, this was going to be a different frame. We drew this on the stream as well. It was fun. The emojis on Green's task, that was a stream idea because we drew this on stream. It's 8:20, and usually like I start getting ready for bed at 9 p.m. because I got to get up early. I'm a girl that needs a lot of sleep. That's just the way it is. And also I've had a couple of very late nights finishing this Animatic. I worked on this till 2 a.m. on Friday, and I worked on this till 1 a.m. yesterday, or I guess today. So yeah. Have I mentioned why I'm not doing a wildlife animatic? I haven't yet, and that's what I'm going to get into as soon as we finish watching around here. I've got plenty to talk about and reasons for that when I get there. And we also did the stained glass window, or a lot of it on stream as well. That was fun. I said, it's interesting because when Limited Life came out, oh hello, when Limited Life came out, I said I wasn't going to. I basically, whenever something is like in this corner, it's being blocked off by my monitor that's showing the Twitch stream. So I actually have to follow the Twitch stream where my mouse is when I'm clicking around here. He's kind of thrown a lot in with the G's this season. Post betrayal. Yeah, right. As in, like, if we're talking about Bigby, I found it very interesting. I watched Clear's perspective of that. That was very fun. Because, oh my gosh, their history, Bigby and Clear's history. Pain. There's so much angst in there. I love it. Yeah. So yeah, look at all the lonely people. But I said I wasn't going to do another stained glass window after I did the limited life one, because I was like, I don't want to repeat myself. But I found myself missing the style, wanting to do it again. So we did it here. I caved. Okay, it's fine. Because there were so many people that were commenting it, and I was kind of going like, no, I won't do it because I don't want to. And then I wanted to do it, and I was like, okay, I will do it because I want to. These streams normally shouldn't last beyond the 3-hour mark. Animatic Afterparty streams do. We've had like an 8-hour stream. The stream after Limited Life was 8 hours. I sat there until 2-3 a.m. So, you know, Feed the Machine was long. I feel like it wasn't as long as because I broke a record for the Limited Life for the yeah. But I didn't have to get up early the next morning. I literally stayed in bed till after midday the next day, so that was fun. Were they for Limited Life? Yeah, it was a long stream. It was a fantastic stream. It's on Katie Rowe VODs. It's on YouTube on the VODs channel, Katie Rowe VODs, if you want to watch back. But 8 hours is a long time. I think we live reacted to Jimmy, because Jimmy reacted to that one very quickly after it came out. We live reacted to Jimmy on that one, and I have no idea how we talked for 8 hours. Don't ask me. But then again, I also have no idea how we've now talked for 3 hours and we've only just gotten through the animatic. I'm going to keep it on this stream, but I will tell you what, guys. I'm just going to leave it here, actually. We're going to do... Oh, me and my mouse is so... Can't see a thing. I can't see what I'm doing. We're going to full screen. Hopefully. Boop, there we go. That kind of works. We full screened the stained glass art. Couldn't talk for 1 hour straight, but for 8? Yeah, I don't know, mate. I don't ask me. It's funny. It's funny because it's something that you learn with streaming, and it's something that I've realized, especially in the last year, that I've gotten strangely good at. Just talking for ages. Because at the start, when you're starting out streaming, you're looking for stuff to talk about. And obviously, you guys are a huge help to that. You guys typing in chat are giving me things to talk about. I think if there was nothing happening in chat, I'd have a lot of trouble talking as much as I do. Because we'd be through this a lot quicker if you didn't ask your questions, give your comments. Because that spurs on ideas on what I can talk about. And infos I can give you guys. And questions I can answer. It's certainly possible, especially if you can have a conversation with another party to jump off of. Exactly. That's what we're doing. We're jumping off of each other here. Quick chat. Let's keep talking. Well, guys, I want to go into my reasonings of why I'm not going to do a wildlife animatic, because I have announced that on multiple occasions, and this is the first time you're hearing it, I'm not doing a wildlife animatic. Oops. I want to do a more cohesive and summarized version in the description of the Eleanor Rigby animatic. So if you want like the short version, look back there in a couple of days, and I'll probably have a cohesive text out there. But if you want to kind of like free flow hear off my thoughts, I talked about this in the last stream as well, because that's when I officially announced that I'm not going to do a wildlife animatic. And yeah, I know a lot of people are going to be disappointed because so many people are asking for it, and it's a little bit stressful, to be honest, but I can understand. It only makes sense, right? Because I've done everything so far. Might be better as a community post. Not many people read the description. Nate, mate, I've already made a community post saying I won't do a wildlife animatic, and it's just the best thing that I can do is put it in a video. And I almost put it at the end of this video. I was debating whether I have a kind of tip bit at the end of the video going like, I'm not doing a wildlife animatic. Don't panic. Read the description. Almost did that. Is there a place to purchase art? If you read the description on Feed the Machine, there is information on how to get prints, although it is difficult for me to process prints at the moment because I'm in the middle of moving. I kind of need to figure out where I'm going to go to have my prints printed from here on out. It's a bit of a transitional phase at the moment. But what about a pinned comment? That's also my idea, Apri. So my idea is to do a summarize it or in the description and do a pinned comment on the video going, guys, I'm not going to do a wildlife animatic. If you want to read more about that, read the description. But I've talked about it. I've talked about it a lot. On stream, I've replied to individual comments in community posts and that kind of thing. And this is just kind of like, I made a pretty official statement last stream, but I can appreciate the fact that not everyone was here for that. And if you were, I'm going to be repeating myself, I'm sorry. But I think there's more people here on this stream. If you're still watching after 3 hours and 20 minutes, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But I think there's going to be a lot of more people here off stream that, on stream that usually just watch the YouTube or don't watch every stream. Like, guys, I'm not going to be mad if you don't watch every single stream. I don't have time for that personally. To watch every single one of someone's streams. I don't even watch my friends' streams. It's fine. It's totally fine. There's like no bad blood here. I totally get it. But I just want to like have the transparency so that you guys know where I am at creatively and the future of the YouTube channel and art on Twitch and generally just the social media, the future of Everin and the Miss Katie Rowe brand. Yeah, that kind of thing. And this is not to kind of be like, I'm changing everything. Everything is going to be different and you're going to hate it. No, that's definitely not what's happening. But there are some changes that are afoot because I can't go on without changing stuff, right? As we continue to grow together, there will be changes happening. And so, hi Alkama. So, where do I start? I have for the past few live series, I think it started in Secret Life. So with whenever I did an animatic to a live series, it was always like, oh my gosh, I have this idea and I love this idea so much that I can't breathe until I've drawn it. Not in a sense to toot my own horn, but I just want to create something to this because I love it so. I love the series so much, and you can tell a good story to it. And I've had that for every single live series, even Third Life. But I have my reasonings, my separate reasonings of why I haven't done a Third Life animatic and probably won't. That's actually a separate video that I've uploaded. But I was always so inspired to do stuff for the live series up until Secret Life. And the thing is with I just assumed when Secret Life started I'd be just as inspired to make something as the previous ones, but you can't expect for inspiration to come. And it also came at a very strange time for me because I had just finished Battle Cry and I was ready to work on other projects, but then Secret Life came and I was like, oh, I'm not ready to start a new big thing animatic. And I was actually writing a big budget fanfic at the time, which is like an addition to my friend Hawk's fanfic, Your Embers at My Fingertips, and I drew an addition to that, Your Light in My Eyes, which was almost as long as the original. And that was kind of my project for while Secret Life was coming out, and I was really enjoying that project, but was not ready to work on a big life series animatic again because I had just finished Limited Life. And so there was kind of like a different position for me when I was going into it. And because I'd already promised that I was going to do a Secret Life animatic, I was going to do a Secret Life animatic. I don't go back on my promises, unless I have like a really good explanation for it, but I was stubborn enough to be like, I'm going to do this, even if I'm not hugely inspired to do it. And I couldn't find a song. For the longest time, I couldn't find a song that I thought fit really well, like as well as Battle Cry, as well as Running Up That Hill. I think Battle Cry is one of those ones I kind of for a long time said, I jokingly said, I peaked at Battle Cry and I still absolutely adore that animatic, and the song fits so perfectly to that Animatic and the limited life thing. And so I was really struggling in that sense to get something that I could be proud of, because it's all based like your fundamentals is getting good song, right? And Feed the Machine and Eleanor Rigby, I think they do work. I think they work relatively well, but not as well as others. Hiya Monkey, welcome my dude. Thank you for the follow. And so just out of the bat going into this, I was less inspired than previously. And that really hindered my enjoyment of the life series. I did not enjoy Secret Life as much as previous seasons. I would almost hazard to say that I didn't enjoy Secret Life, period. Because I put so much pressure on myself to like find good moments from Secret Life that I can add in the Animatic. And that is completely my fault. There's like no hate to the creators at all. That is completely my fault. I put this pressure on myself. And so, and it resulted in a couple of animatics that, I mean, I love this animatic, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's my best work. And I always want to improve, and I want to get better. And this was so much, I was saying earlier, like, yeah, I don't want to polish it up and be perfectionist, and just post just to share art with you guys. And there is kind of like that, it's kind of like that part of it, that side of it, but I also always want to improve, and I don't want like an animatic that I did almost 2 years ago to be the best thing I've ever done, right? And so, well, actually it was only a year ago, Limited Life Battlecry, let's be honest. But yeah, I want to keep getting better. I want to keep telling awesome stories and be proud of the stories that I'm telling, and even if they are kind of like interpretations of stories that are already being told, right? And I felt like I couldn't do that as well for Secret Life, and it really hindered my viewing experience. I didn't enjoy it as much. And so basically when I finished Feed the Machine, I felt very burnt out. And even after working on half of the animatic of Eleanor Rigby, I felt very burnt out, and I was just kind of like sat there going, right, I need to change stuff. I need to change how I'm doing stuff. And I think this includes a change in what I'm doing for the YouTube sphere. And so that's when I decided for the next live series that comes along, I'm not going to do an animatic for it. Before Wildlife was even announced, I knew they were working on something. Before that was even announced that it's going to be happening anytime soon, I decided I will not do an animatic. And I didn't like say this out loud because who knows, maybe they inspire me as much as Last Life did. Because you know, every artist knows this. If there's like a moment where you're really, really inspired, and you finish that project and you shared that project with the world, and it's been a while, you are then always chasing that feeling of being that inspired again. It's always a chasing the motivation and the inspiration and the creative energies that kind of moment gives you. And it was just like, well, if that was gonna happen, then I wasn't gonna say no. So I didn't tell anyone. And also I had to kind of figure out, okay, well, if I'm not doing a big life series recap, what am I doing? Chasing a great way to put it, yeah. You're chasing that motivation, you're chasing that high. It's almost like a drug. Art is a drug, and creating art can be a drug and telling stories, but I had to figure out if I wasn't going to do this, what else was I going to do? Because I'm not going to stop. I'm never going to stop. I love this. I love making animatics and hanging out with you guys and making art and sharing it with you guys, telling stories. I love it. I live for it. If I didn't have this in my life, I don't know what I'd do, honestly. Because I had a couple of I've had moments in my life where it's really been far too busy for me to work on this kind of thing, and those have been really kind of dark moments of my life. If I look back, if I'm creating or if I'm working on a big project, surrounded by everything else that's going on in my life, it just changes my perspective on those like parts of my life and makes them much brighter, because I'm working on telling a story, creating a project, making something for you guys. I'm not stopping that. I am not going to stop that. But what am I going to do if it's not the big recaps like the big budget, multiple hundred hours. I didn't do the maths for Eleanor Rigby, but like most of the animatics before have been at least 100 hours, sometimes 200 hours, sometimes 300 hours of work for a 5-minute video. That's a passion project. It's not sustainable in any way. It's passion. And so I need to have passion to continue that. But if I'm not going to be doing that for the live series, or like this big one animatic recap of the live series, what am I going to be doing? And when I started thinking about that, I got so many ideas. Because basically, the thing is with these big recap, like live series recap animatics that kind of recap the whole story is, I then only have time to work on those and no time for anything else. That doesn't mean I haven't had any ideas in the time that I've been working on these. I've had so many ideas. Some of them have been such strong ideas that they've actually hindered me in working on the live series animatic. Case in point, the fashion meme for Empire Season 2, or Your Light in My Eyes. But as many as those projects kind of like hindered me from working on the live series, there was always a guilt that came with that, to be fair. When I was working on something else that wasn't the live series related, and I did have that guilt with Eleanor Rigby as well, and was also a reason why I was like, no, I've got to finish this now, and I've got to share it with you guys so that you guys have it, because I feel bad if I'm gonna, if you're here to watch and you're here in the streams, and I want to share my art with you guys, and your motivations and your kind words are a lot in point what keep me going, and I'm really appreciative of you giving me your time and your kind words, and I really love it. It's really sweet of you guys to, watch something that a stranger on the internet creates. It's awesome that we can share stuff like this on the internet with each other. Where was I going with this? But yeah, I have had so many ideas while I've been working on the live series that I haven't had time to do. I have projects that are years old, where it's like entire short animatics that have been planned out, and I can't do them. Guys, I have an entire animatic for the Southlanders in Last Life, and I planned that out when Last Life was happening. I haven't done it, so I think it's still a really cool idea. And I'm not saying that I'm doing a Last Life Southlanders animatic now, but if I'm not doing these big budget live series animatics, it saves up room for smaller animatics, smaller projects that I can more feasibly do, more frequently do more projects, and just share more stories with you guys, right? And so in some ways, maybe, and I don't know how this will look in the future, because I don't know how, I'm a marathon type of person, where it's like, I will work on this for a long time. I don't know how I will be with smaller projects, how the motivation will work, and how that's going to work in general. Who knows? Or I just think, oh, I'd like to do bigger projects, but not live series related. Guys, I have an entire Phasmo animatic, Gigs, Agreeing, Impulse, Skiz and Scar, and Gem, animatic planned out. It's been planned out for a year, and I'm still really inspired to do that animatic. But I've kind of been like, it literally, I had that idea after Battlecry came out, and then I was like, oh yes, I can work on this. And then Secret Life came, and I was like, oh no, I can't work on this. Can you see where I'm coming from? Can you see kind of like, because if I were to do live series animatics, continue to, I'm a year behind. I'm a year behind, guys. It's going to be so long until the wildlife one would come out, and then probably the next live series would have started, and I'm just going to be playing catch up for the rest of my life, for as long as I do the live series. That's another point. They're not always going to be doing the live series, guys. All good things come to an end lest they stop being a good thing. So at some point the live series will end. And then if my whole channel is focused on just that, where do we go from there? So I want to kind of like branch out into other things of like I said, gigs, Phasmo, smaller life series animatics maybe, original character content, original characters. I have not drawn most of our characters in 2 years. And they used to be my bread and butter of art. They would be the characters that I would base my art progress on. I would draw them so much. I miss them. I miss drawing original characters. And I want to tell the story that we have to tell with them. I really love the story and I want to share it with you guys. And I know original character stuff, it's not live series, it's not content creators that you know. In general, if like you decide, well, I'm not quite on board with where this channel is going, then that's totally fine if you move on. That's the way of YouTube. But I will say, for those that stay and give me a chance and like in this transitional phase, thank you. You're awesome, and I just really love the community that we built here of just kind and creative people. It's really, really lovely. Honestly intrigued by whatever you do. You are good at capturing emotions and atmosphere, so you really want to see what else I could do other than the live series, and obviously want to know more about Kira. Mango and Kira are basically the same person, we found out. I don't know a lot about Mango, but I know a lot about Kira. And apparently it's just the way that it's worked out. Came for the live series animatics, stayed for Katie and this amazing community. Aw, amen, so sweet of you to say, thank you. Yeah, it's one of those things like every YouTube career goes through transitional phases, right? I did like a year of the Dream SMP, or not even, like maybe 7-8 months of the Dream SMP, or half a year. No, I only did half a year. Hold on, I only did half a year. How did I have time to do so many animatics in half a year? I don't know. But I guess I didn't colour them like I do now. And then I've done 3 years of live series animatics. I think the next step is on the horizon. We've been doing this for a long time. My decision sounds both healthy and reasonable. Keep nurture my passion. It's a shame how limited life is. But we should do our best with our time. Oh, how limited our lives are. I was like, limited life? Limited life? We'll be here, enjoy everything you do, no matter how often or long. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's one of those things where I hope you can kind of like appreciate my art separately from the live series and see what and like find as much excitement as I do in what else I have to offer. Yeah, I really want to do more original character stuff. I miss these guys so much. And I have other interests as well, like other fandoms that I want to kind of dip into and other amazing music, guys. I love my music and I love my art. Well, what's currently happening? Arcane is out there. Arcane Season 2. My brain is... It's gorgeous. Epic the Musical is happening. That is a beautiful, beautiful merging of worlds. And oh my gosh, I have so many ideas for epic themed stuff. And epic themed stuff in comparison, in connection with the life series. Epic in connection with the life series. And Art Omelette, your post that you did in the Everyone Discord with like giving life series people, epic people, that fueled a lot of my epic life series ideas. Should I watch Arcane? If you are okay with graphic scenes, with graphic violence and hefty storytelling, then yes, because it's a gorgeous story. It's a sad story, but also the animation and the storytelling through visuals is beautiful. Thank you so much for following Totally Pro. Welcome, welcome, my dude. It's lovely to have you here. So yeah, I like Art Omelette. You sharing that just spawned a whole avenue of brain rot of life series and epic, and so you know, planning on watching Arcane and hearing good things about it. It's so good. It's so good. Oh man, my babies. Oh man. can't think about it or I'll start crying. And I've also got plenty of ideas of epic and original character stuff. There's so many original character shorts I want to do, like just shorter format animatics that won't be nearly as long as a big 3-5 minute thing. I want to show more. I want to share more. I want to get into writing. I think I'm at the point creatively where I want to write our story. Write the story for our original characters. And by doing art for that, I can immerse myself in that whole world. And then write it. Actually write the story. And I need to... It's a story that I'm writing with Simon and Alina, my good friends. So I need to make sure that they're on board as well. But yeah, I'm so... TLDR, I'm so inspired. I will not stop creating. I'm so inspired of what's on the horizon. And I just hope that, like, my little speech can make others be also inspired. Moonlight Game Studios, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Hello, hello. Thank you. Hope you had a good stream. What were you guys doing? Having a good time? We're just on the Animatic Afterparty of... Because I've just released a live series, a Secret Life Animatic to Eleanor Rigby, and we're on the Afterparty of that. So yeah. The Etho short is one of your favorites. Exactly. Like, if I'm not working on a live series thing, because I wasn't working on anything live series back then, I can do some more stuff like that. And it's not as big budget, not as big like thing, because also the fact that I released this animatic mid-semester is a bit of a miracle, because I don't have time usually. But if they're shorter projects, if they're smaller projects, then I can release them more often. Because otherwise I'm always like, right, I don't have time for this now, I'm going to wait until I'm on semester break to work on this. And that's either February or July. July and August, and that's not a lot of space to work on something that you want to be your full-time hobby. Well, full-time hobby, your hobby that is something that you do during your free time. So you can't say full-time, I guess, but something that you want to do in all your free time. Your main hobby. Yes? Am I making sense? I feel like I've been streaming... Yeah, full-time. I wish this was a full-time hobby, let's be honest. But then again, I did say there are so many other aspects in life that I enjoy a lot, and I wouldn't give them up. So, life's just so interesting and fun, isn't it? Life is life. Na 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 na. Yeah, I think I am tired, and my brain is braining, and I think I've said a lot of what I have wanted to say. Thing is, I talked a lot about this on stream on Thursday, so I don't know where I'm repeating myself or where I've left some things out. Like I said, I will draft up a more cohesive thought on the future of the Everin channel and the Everin brand and the Miss Katie Rowe brand and the Katie Rowe brand, or branding nightmare is what I am. Yeah, there's exciting stuff to come, but that is only possible if we lay other stuff down. And so that's kind of like the TLDR. I will not be making a wildlife animatic. And as a result, I've been enjoying wildlife so much more. And I think that's kind of important. Is that I'm enjoying what I'm doing. And yeah, that is far more sustainable in the long run than trying to chase what other people would want me to do. And I can tell far better stories and give you guys far better art if it's something that I want to do. So yeah. Good things must come to an end before it becomes bad. Exactly. And I don't want to start loathing the live series, because it was a case of like every time new session of Secret Life would be coming on, I'd be nervous and I'd be dreading to watch it. And that's not the idea. That's not the idea. So yeah, I've kind of pivoted, and I think I've come to a right decision. And I've had a lot of support and advice through that, and the people around me. And so I'm very thankful for the people around me, and I'm thankful for the Everin community for sticking out. And a lot of people are like, yeah, we're just here for your art. Well, we're here for your art, and whatever thing you post and whatever it is, we'll enjoy it. So that's not a given. That is not a given in every community, and I'm so thankful that you guys are around like that and supportive like that. I really, really appreciate it. And I went on a big sob story on how much I love this community on Thursday's stream. And I think I was far more concise on my thoughts with that one because it was less late. So I might actually take the audio from that one and maybe put it to a video in case people ask. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. I think that's my thoughts laid out. And like I said, if you think, right, well, even if you've just followed today, if you think, well, that's not quite what I'm here for, I'll move on and give my time and views to other people. That's fine. That's totally fine. That's just the way the internet works. And for those of you that stick around to see what I got to do, I won't disappoint you, I promise. I'll give you my best. And I can only give you my best when I'm passionate about what I'm doing. So yeah. There we go. I don't know if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about. Any final questions for the Eleanor Rigby Animatic? Any like speed paints you want to see? Any frames that you want me to talk a bit more about? I'm happy to do that. But I think we have been live for almost 4 hours. So we're getting to the halfway point of the limited life thing. And I gotta go to bed soon. Your girl's gotta get up early. But if there's anything else... Wait, just joined new Animatic? Yeah! Eleanor Rigby on Everin. We got a new Animatic out. That's what we're showing here. Wow, 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 wow. New Animatic's out. It's good. It was all well said and done. Thank you, Marty. Thank you. But yeah, we got a new Animatic on the horizon. Louisa, we might actually have finished stream by then, depending on whether there's many others. So have a good rest of your day, my dude. I can't see my mouse. Oh, dang it. I can't. There we go. There we go. There we go. Thanks for popping in, my dude. In that case, if there's no burning questions that are being spammed in chat, I'm just going to send you guys off to this screen. This was really lovely. This was really lovely. Rose, thank you so much. Tell me that I love Sarah. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys, your kind words are... You guys are the reason that I've made the live series Animatics in the first place. And I've said this multiple times, but without you guys' support, we wouldn't have even had a Running Up That Hill Animatic. We wouldn't have even had an Everyone Wants to Rule That World Animatic. I'd have stopped after Who Are You Really? If I hadn't have had such an overwhelming amount of support. And it's not the only reason I do this, but it definitely helps in wanting to create for this space, for this fandom. Because you guys are amazing. It's really the most beautiful place I've ever been on the internet, and I've been part of many spaces. And just for live series is just the loveliest community that I've been a part of, and the community that we've created in the Everin Discord. If you want to join the Everin Discord, by the way, that's kind of like where the center of anything Everin and Miss Katie Rose happening. And there's also such awesome people there and awesome friendships that we've been able to have. If you'd like to join, do !! Discord. Thank you, Mango. Mango knows how it works. Click on the link there and say hi, because we're lovely people. We won't bite. No, it's just it's something rare. It feels very rare to be a part of something so lovely. And so I'm very, very, very appreciative of what we have. And I'm not giving that up anytime soon. We have cookies! Yeah, duck when you arrive, because you might get a cookie thrown at you. But yeah, we won't bite. We'll bite the cookies. We'll eat the cookies. And so I'm eternally grateful, and I will always be eternally grateful for what the live series has given us there, because a lot of people just came from the live series area and fandom and joined the Everin Discord there, and just also the people who aren't part of the Everin Discord or aren't even part of like Twitch chat and stuff like that. Chomp ducking, yeah. And aren't even part of just comment on the odd YouTube post or just is there for the premiere of every Animatic. It's just, you guys are awesome. You guys are so awesome. Love you guys. So yeah. Thank you for being you. No, you. No, you. Thank you guys for being you. And I'm excited to see where this community goes and how it grows and what projects we have going on in the future. Stop. What projects we have going on. Because basically, guys, I am now free. I'm not tied down to anything. You have released the beast. Let me move out. Let me move out first. Once I've settled into my new apartment, then I'm free, okay? Unleashed. Unlimited power. Stars might shine too bright. Not even tied down into your own shoes. Nope, I fly. Still I fly. Anyway, I'm excited for what the future has to offer and what we've got what we've got coming. And I hope you'll be around for that. But I need to go sleep. I need to go eat. And I will wish you all a wonderful day. Thank you so much for the support on Eleanor, Rigby and all previous Animatics. And I'll say already thank you for the support for future projects. Because I know a lot of you will still be there and sticking around and being awesome and lovely. I love you guys. Thank you. But all that is left for me to do is send you guys off into the void that is the internet. Enjoy rewatching Eleanor Rigby. I'm going to be scrolling through comments. Bye guys.